happening? Uh, how are you all two of yous? Wow. All one of yous. It's just me and you, Steph. How are you, pal? I'll just wait here as long as it takes for people to come on, but that's all good. Did you wake up and watch the soccer, Steph? I woke up early this morning and watched the game, but yeah, Australia lost, but who cares, man? Uh, I used to really like soccer, but I don't know, man. These days, I'm just not that. It doesn't inspire me much anymore. Anyone would have seen, um, yeah, anyone would have seen if they watched the game this morning. Um, just the antics from the Egyptian players, and there was just people rolling around, and oh man, it just wasn't. I hate watching that shit, man. And it is creeping into AFL too. How are you, Nate? I'm just rambling on, Nate, until a few more people jump on. Game doesn't start for another half an hour. Ultimate greatness is probably um, sleeping as we speak, but just wait for him to. I've sent him a message, so hopefully he joins us. Good day, Mello. How are you, man? What can I say? Yeah, woke up in the early hours to see the Aussies lose. It's one of those things. Even if they won, they would have played Argentina the next game. They would have got fucking done anyway. Yeah, hopefully Collingwood gets the win. Um, yep, there seems to be some people jumping on. That's the team we got up. Let's have a look. Um, yeah, who's going to be your boy today? Good to see. Now, I thought Charlie West got the plane down, but he's named in a forward pocket here. So, can anyone confirm to me what's going on there? I thought that he caught the plane to Queensland. Um, hopefully, he's playing. Yeah. Wow, 1-1 between Cape Verde and Argentina. Wow. Fuck, now I'm starting to think differently. If Cape Verde get the chocolates there. No, Mello, they're gone, mate. Socceroos are coming back home. So West flew up to Queensland and he's flying back. Wow, far out. Some frequent flyer points there. Yeah, 2006, the World Cup, where we lost to penalties against fucking the cheating Italians. If we won that game, which we played better than it too, and we should have won, because there were moments in that game where Scott Chipperfield was one on one with Buffon, and he had the whole goal to aim for, and he just fucking smashed it straight at him. If we went through, we would have played Ukraine in the quarterfinals, a very winnable game. We win that, we end up in the semis, man, with that golden generation team. Yeah, back 2006, I was really into soccer, but yeah, I've died off since then. Now I just kind of like have a look at it. If my team Liverpool is up there, or probably it gets my interest up. And yeah, I follow my local team, and that's about it. Fuck, so West, that's all right. West will be playing. Yeah, I know. Back then, soccer was totally different back in the 80s, mate. Just like footy. Footy was rough as guts in the 80s, and so was soccer, mate. And that's why when there's these arguments about who's the greatest player ever, people like love to talk about Messi and Ronaldo and all that. But Maradona played in an era where defenders could get away with fucking murder. They would absolutely butcher him, like starts up, fucking tackles and everything, and they'd get away with it. And he had to go through all that shit and still dominate. So you got to look at the context when you compare. And on top of that, Maradona won the World Cup pretty much on his own, surrounded by a team of hacks, and he just single-handedly got him, and he won the World Cup in 1986. Mello's boy is Will Hayes. Who's your boy today? I've been consistently going with Prindable, and I reckon through I don't know what the word is it osmosis or something or some shit. I've got him to lift his game a bit. He's starting to get in between 15 and 25 posies regularly. He's been my boy all this time, but I might go for something different this time. Let's have a look. Noah House. Noah House is back. Good to see Noah House back in. And he's going to be my boy today, Noah House. Boomer Graham Matthews. He's going for Smith. Illaru Smith. I tell you what, I had Illaru Smith lined up for a delisting, guaranteed delisting at the start of the year, and I had Jacob Ryan and Harry Di Mattia on that list. So that tells you how much I know, because Jacob Ryan's shown something, but his contract does end, so he'll probably be gone, which will be unfortunate. And Di Mattia has also shown something, but he's contracted, so he's not going to get to this anyway. Nate from Nate Talks Pies has gone with Harrison Coe as his boy. So yeah, come on, Shawnee, where are you, mate? I would love to see Zach McCarthy have a breakout game for this one. Built like an absolute beanpole, but yeah, we just love him to show something. Now, this who we playing? Brisbane. I think they're last. Let's have a look. Uh, Brisbane. They are. They're fucking 21st, which I'm assuming is last. So, well, this should be another comfortable win like last week. So, good morning, Benny. Yeah, I know, Benny. Benny. Yeah, that was not an advertisement for soccer that game. And just before you jumped on, I was telling everyone I used to be a big soccer fan, and I've kind of dropped off lately. I think the over professionalism, the money, it's just too much. Yeah. Like, for example, you got Arsenal just won the league in England. There's probably one English player in their team. It's all just big money players from all over the other countries, from other countries. So yeah, so if you're an Arsenal supporter that going to the matches every week, you're not seeing anyone, from your local kind of like from your own city that grew up in your own city. It's all just players bought from fucking all these other countries. And as a game, it's you would have watched it, Benny. They were just fucking rolling around, and look at the Egyptian players at the start. They went 1-0 up and they were fucking rolling around like fairies. And then once Australia got the goal back, all of a sudden no more rolling around because there was no need to waste time. It's like, is that what we're watching? Yeah. Defenders of that would say, "Oh, there's so much at stake. It's a big thing. It's a World Cup." Yeah, but we want to see a fucking good, fair game, man. Not fucking prima donnas rolling around. So much. There was so much of it. It was just, and I made the decision to drive to my cousin's place, and there was a whole bunch of us watching it, and I'm thinking we're watching all that shit. Lions VFL did beat Tassie last week, and they have Kid Coleman and Dan both returning from injury. So yeah, I know. I agree, Benny. Um, yeah, I agree with you, man. Um, yeah, yeah, and yeah. So we are. How far away are we? Match starts at 10 o'clock in about 15 minutes. So 15 more minutes of me just rambling away. Um, if anyone wants to have a quick chat, I'll put the link up there. Link is in the chat. Yeah, if anyone wants to jump on and have a quick chin wag, just awaiting the great man, the ultimate one. I sent him a message this morning to wake up and join me. He's probably still sound asleep, but that's all right. Hopefully, he joins us soon. It's actually a fucking gorgeous day, isn't it? This is supposed to be the middle of winter. It is absolutely gorgeous out there. Yeah, so with this team, Harrison Coe in the ruck, Lockie Sullivan, Jacob Ryan. I'm just mentioning all the AFL listed players that are playing. Noah Howes, who's my boy today. Who's your boy, Benny? You haven't said it. Joel Cochran. Who else we got? Will Hayes. Good to see William Hayes to make his comeback. Mitch Hajaski, whatever. Just call him the Pod. And Jai Saxena. So they're the boys. Um, yeah, Mr. Zero, who's your boy today? The other guys have meant for Stefanos, it's Saxena. I'll tell you what, Saxena, he will he will play seniors next year. That's almost a guaranteed. I cannot wait. Um, yeah, I reckon Angry West and Pod. Yeah. Um, don't tell me Angry's playing. Is he named? No, he's not. No, Angry. I think Angry Anderson will be still in Queensland as the emergency, but Charlie West got made the plane trip back. So yeah, who was the other emergency? Anyway, but yeah, Angry's the carryover. Need Pod to bloody kickstart. Tell you what, Pod gets a lot of fucking looks at goal, doesn't he? He just has that uncanny ability. Yeah. So thanks for the info there, Nate. So Rowan Steele and Gus Anderson are the carryovers. Charlie West was tapped on the shoulder. Listen, buddy, you're getting back on the plane. You're coming back. You got to wake up early in the morning to play this game. And so we're going to see Charlie West play. Yeah, I reckon, um, Benny. I reckon with your connections in this town, I reckon you should be able to wrangle your way um, into the Collingwood setup and get some of these young boys that are going to be running around today over pre-season. Just get them on a nice fucking, you know, high protein diet, man. Talking about McCarthy and Saxena, mate. Would love to see them bulk up a bit over the pre-season. Yeah. Oh, Sorry, guys. Just trying to sort something out here. Just give me 1 second. Yeah. All right. Benny Zero's gone for Dimatia as his boy today. Yeah. We'll probably with Angry and Long out, you should get the posies. Yeah. Be interested to see what Will Hayes does his first game back. Hopefully he's not too timid. Um, I would think he'd be playing as the small forward, crumbing off Charlie West in the pot. Love this new Charlie West role that it suits him more as more of like a centre half forward. Seems to relish that. Yeah. Noah Howes is an interesting one too. That's his first game back as well. Someone who I reckon should have been playing as a tall defender from pre-season, but they just moved him up there. A few games into the season when it looked like our tall defensive stocks were running dry a bit, so they put him there, and he did well until he banged up his shoulder. Let's see. Yeah, going to be a nice day of um, couch surfing, I reckon. Um, got this, and then we've got a bit of a rest, and then the big game, and then after the game, obviously Anthony's going to be doing his post game show. Then I'll probably jump on after. I'll definitely jump on after Anthony's done. Good day, Sergio Montoro. How are you, mate? Yes, we all thought Charlie West was in Queensland, but he got the plane back, mate. He's back in Melbourne to play for this game. So he got the tap on the shoulder. He said, mate, you're coming back. And he's been told he's going to wake up early in the morning and front up. How are you, Benny?
Hey, mate, I just thought I'd jump on and have a chat with you until Shawnee gets out of bed, mate.
Because it's so strange just talking by myself. I don't know how. I don't know how like other people do it, man. I am fucked without someone to have like a bit of a repartee with, man. I
I
fucking
remember,
struggling before.
I know the feeling. I've only had to do it once for like, I reckon 2 minutes while Anthony
Mm,
had to get something from the door once. And I'm just
yeah,
like, right, just make shit up as I go, I guess. Just look at some
yeah,
comments and roll
yeah,
with it. I was like, oh,
mm,
yeah, he's a natural host. I'm definitely not. I'm definitely
yeah,
like
yeah,
the co, like I gotta
yeah,
respond and I need
yeah,
questions for
mm,
myself.
yeah.
So good weather out where you're at.
It is, man. Yeah, it's fucking
Crazy, huh?
beautiful. Actually, I can't wait after this game finishes. I'll be going for a nice long walk, get some vitamin D, mate.
Yeah, beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah,
I've been getting back into my walks and every one this week it's been a bit wet. But I mean, I don't
yeah,
care. You go and you do it, and it's just good for some. It's just good to
mm,
get the steps in. But it's always late at night for me, and I miss
yep,
that summertime afternoon, evening walk where there's still
yep,
some, like you said, still some sun hitting you, and you get a bit of
yeah.
extra health kick out of it.
Yeah. Are you
Actually,
an advocate of jogging?
oh, look, it's good for you, but I've got to be careful with sort of my
Yeah.
knees. I've
Mm.
ankle locked and heel hooked for 20 years.
Yep.
So
Yep.
I've got to be careful with my ligaments on concrete and stuff. But if I wanted to, I'd rather do
Mm.
sprints, honestly. So I go and do hill
Mm.
runs wherever I can
Yep.
find like a hill with some grass, so it's a bit
Yep.
softer on your legs,
Okay.
just so you don't feel it all weak in your shins and knees and all that.
Yep.
Um,
Mm.
I just think I'd rather knock out 15 minutes of
Yep.
sprinting than jog for an hour.
Yep.
That's just me
Yep.
because other people just love going for a run. I haven't got
Yeah.
that. I need to chase something. You get what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah. I can't run either, like jogging, like to the shits, but walking, I love going for nice, long, sprawling fucking walks. And
Yeah,
I was going to ask you because you're the man to talk about with all this stuff. I love rucking as well, like with a backpack.
yeah,
You put some fucking
yeah.
like like a big fucking weight in there or something, and you try and do uphills kind of
Yeah,
things.
so
Yeah,
I've got a 20 kilo weight vest that I use for that, just so it distributes more in front and back, so you don't get that
yeah,
constant pull on your shoulders.
yes,
Um,
yeah,
it
yeah,
looks like I'm walking around with a suicide vest, but it's really good, man. Gets
yeah,
good kilometers into your legs for less.
yeah,
So yeah, it's
yeah,
really cool. But yeah, rucking's great. But you know what you can do? You fill your bag full of like a 3 liter water thing with a hose, and you
yeah,
go for a hike somewhere, and you've
yeah,
got the weight, you've got
mm,
the hydration, and you just make a
yeah,
day of it, mate. You go to the
yeah,
Dandenongs. We're so lucky, dude. Where I mean, you're
yeah,
probably further away than me because I'm in
yeah,
southeast.
yeah,
I'm half an hour from like amazing walks in the bush.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, last summer I got into rucking a bit, and like I've just got a fucking standard backpack, and I've got like fucking massive fucking barbells like in my
Yeah,
garage. I put one massive barbell in my fucking backpack, but it's uncomfortable, man.
yeah,
As you
yeah. That's
said,
the
the
thing.
weight distribution's all fucked. So I think I better invest in one of those special fucking jacket things that you said, like those straight jacket looking things.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And you can take the weights in and out. I mean, they're not cheap, but you can probably get cheap ones. But I got a pretty good one back in the day. I used to use it just for calisthenics stuff, just to feel you take it off and you feel lighter on your feet, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And yeah, it works. But it's multi-use. Use it for chin ups and other stuff, so you don't have to tie stuff
Mm.
around your legs and hips, and works really well.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
what was I going to say? Are you near the gorge? Because you're out that way near my
Yes, I
brother,
am.
and
Yeah, yeah,
yeah, they go
yeah.
they go bike riding up on the gorge. My
Oh,
my
yeah,
two brothers, they're older than me.
yeah.
I hear that's awesome, mate. So get up there. That's lovely. You'll probably see my crazy bros on their
Mm.
e-bikes
Yeah,
going up
yeah.
through there.
I'll tell you what, the gorge, it's great for biking, but I went for a walk there with my missus a couple of years ago, and we ran into a massive brown snake. Like,
Yeah,
we saw it in the distance, and we just fucking shit our pants. It's just, oh, fuck
yeah.
this.
It's no joke. I actually wear gaiters when
Yeah,
I go either
yeah,
bushwalking or out with some hunting mates. Yeah, I wear the
yeah,
gaiters for that reason, mate. And they
mm,
cost a lot, but I was like, it's better than getting accidentally bitten by a snake you've trod on. Or I
yeah,
mean, most of the time they go
yeah,
away, right?
yeah,
But I can understand you
mm,
take your missus there. She's got no
yeah,
interest. My missus would have no interest in
yeah,
snakes and wild venomous animals being around.
mm,
So that's why New
yeah.
Zealand is so good for walking. They don't have snakes.
Okay, well,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
I didn't know that until I went there and I was talking to my wife and someone overheard me and said, "No,
yeah,
no, we don't have snakes and lizards and things here." And I'm like, "Oh, really?" I'm like, "I
yeah,
guess yeah." Like, because New Zealand, it rose out of the ocean pretty much, whenever it was the
yeah,
million years ago. But yeah,
yeah,
they haven't got that as a species. It's crazy. So they got it.
yeah,
They're killing it over there, mate.
yeah, yeah. All right, so we've got Vision. Players are warming up, and yeah, we'll be starting soon.
Is
Um,
it on the app?
it's yeah, on the AFL app. That's where I'll be watching it. Yeah, I'm not sure if ABC is going to have it.
I'm gonna get it set up.
Mm.
So yeah, Shawnee's a bit busy. Gets a bit extra
Yeah,
tired lately, right? Is that what we're saying?
yeah. Well, he was probably. I reckon Warble was doing his stream last night till the early hours. So I reckon he was on there, and
Yeah,
He's probably catching up. Good day, Voidoid generation.
high
Another
voidoid.
late last night. There you go. Come on, Shorty, mate. Everyone in the chat's rooting for you to wake up and show your face, mate. I'll have to get Benny Zero to replace you, mate.
I've just been tapped in, tapped in. I'm not a replacement for sure, and that's for sure. I'm just like a cheap Timu off the shelf sale budget version that gets thrown in last minute. Kids are playing in the background. They'll probably run in, scream at me at some point.
Yeah.
If Pod kicks this goal in warm up, he's going to kick 6. All right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, come on,
Who's
show him.
your Voidoid? I know Voidoid's going to say Pod is his boy, but I'd like him to go for something different. But he loves he's got his favourites, Voidoid. Yeah. It's always, on the predictions, it's always Ed Allen's going to kick ass, and he's always he'll be tipping Pod to kick about 8 for this one, considering that Brisbane Lions reserves are fucking 21st on the ladder, which I assume is second
Oh
last
wow,
to
yeah.
last. Yeah.
Well,
Um,
Voidoid sticks to his guns because his guns are pretty smart. Like he selects them
yeah.
with wisdom, and so why not
Yeah.
stick to a good thing, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So the game is, where are we? 30 seconds away. There we go.
So Vic Park still not up to scratch. I'm hearing.
I know that is intriguing, man, because it's not like we're strapped for cash. We should be able to spend money to fix it up. I reckon it's a council thing too, because every
I was
time you
about to
go
say,
there,
yeah,
every man and his dog's out there with their, literally every man and his dog, and every woman and her dog, and like they're all. It's like a local park where people just hang out and like have picnics and that. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Mm,
It's a cool place to go for the public, but it's a bit too
yeah.
public, isn't it? Because it is now
Yeah.
council run mainly
Yeah.
and maintained and all that.
Mm,
Yeah, I guess you're at the mercy of
mm,
negotiating with local council to get things
yeah.
done, uh,
Yeah.
be it shared budget or whatever.
Yeah.
Bureaucracy.
And, yeah. And every time I go there, it's hard to believe that we played there and it would fit up to 30,000 people. They've gotten rid of all that stand, that
The rush stand.
main, yeah, yeah. And it kind of opens it up a bit, and you kind of think to yourself, "You're fucking kidding me! We played, you know, this many people used to squeeze into here, and it was true. Like I was there as a kid, mate.
Yeah,
Um,
same.
mm,
Oh, and I found someone to corroborate my story about the people butlering. Remember, I said, "Oh, Dad's box. They
yeah,
used to come and take things." I
yeah,
found another person who was sitting in the rush stand. They said, "Yeah, up the back in the boxes, they weren't corporate or anything. I guess you just you paid a fee or whatever, and they would it
yeah,
was basically just a barman would go back and forth to the bar for you instead of you doing it,
mm,
and it didn't cost you
mm,
anything." As you did it,
mm,
but it was a pre-organized type of thing. And so I'm
yeah,
guessing my dad and his mates had pre-arranged that at some point. But it's only the second person I've ever been able to find. Everyone else thinks I'm mental. In fact, my dad barely remembers it, so it's like he's
yeah,
unreliable. But my stepmom
yeah,
remembers. I was like, "Hey, do you remember this?" She goes, "Yeah, I do." But she doesn't remember what the situation was. She doesn't pay the
mm,
bills, whatever, back then. But
mm,
yeah, but that's an interesting thing. But yeah, I was heartbroken when I went back to Vic Park last
yeah,
year with my daughter for the first time in forever, and my stand
mm,
was gone, mate. That was just
yeah,
what do you call it? The steel
yeah,
structure work
yeah,
was standing as a bit of a
yeah,
monument, and that's it.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You would hope they would preserve it more because last time I went there, I got this book. It's called Collingwood at Victoria Park. It was written by Glenn McFarlane and Michael Roberts. They write all the Collingwood books. They've written books about the history and all that. And it's got these great photos of old school, like little pockets, in the stands and that. And I was going there just to see how much it's changed over like from the early 1900s and that. And
Yeah,
it's they haven't preserved much, which is they've still got the original the what do you call it? The first stone, and it's got the inscription on it.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
yeah, they've still got that there, which is good.
And the
Yeah,
ticket box on the corner. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Is your game
Yes,
underway on your stream?
yes, yeah, yep. They've just started. Yeah. So the way we do this, Benny, we don't commentate. We've tried that before. It doesn't work. We just observe and comment as everyone else is watching it as well. I assume.
Thank goodness.
Yeah. We're
They've
going
brought the
forward
heat,
now.
mate.
Yeah. Fucking gorgeous day out there. I don't think too many of them will be too happy about waking up this early, though.
Yeah. Yeah. No prep. My stream just stopped. Great. Curse of a live stream, mate. Mine just crashed.
Yeah. Are you watching on the
Very.
on the AFL app?
Yeah, AFL app on
Yeah.
the iPad, tablet,
Yeah.
whatever it is.
Yeah. All right, we're going to boot the
Oh,
ball forward
Josh.
now.
I
Are you-
forgot Cochrane was back in. That's a bonus.
Yeah. All right. Let's see if we can conjure up a goal here. Ball is scrambling in the forward pocket. No.
Damn it. Keeps crashing on me.
Does it?
I'm just going to chuck it on my TV and turn the volume
Yeah.
down.
No worries. All right. Yeah. So ball's living in our forward line in this first little part of the game. It's amazing. You would think Brisbane's reserves would be much better than they are, with their list. And naturally, which happens, I reckon this happens in every VFL game, the opposition team always gets the first couple of goals. They got the first goal here. Yeah. Check out Pies versus Essendon 1972 Queen's birthday. Over 40,000 turned up at Big Park. Good day, Josh. Josh has got Westy for 4 goals. Joel Cochran to dominate. Uh, so Coleman's playing in the reserves, is he? Yeah. Was that him that just scored that?
Looks like it.
Yeah. They are the Brisbane of Boydoid's existence. And as they go forward again, um, good to see Noah Howes take a nice intercept. I bet you is that Howes, number 40? It's him, yeah? It's not the Bolfer.
Good to see him back in general, actually.
Yeah.
Rowan
So what are you
Steele's number
feeling?
70 today. Oh, no. No,
No, no,
looked
no.
like him, though.
It looks like Rowan Steele. No, no, no. Rowan Steele's in Queens. He's still there,
Oh,
mate.
he stayed. Yeah,
The
he
Zen
stayed.
Master. I call him the Zen Master because against Essendon, when he
Suppose.
kicked those 2 goals. Yeah, he made these Zen style hand gestures, and yeah, he just got dropped, so he's going to have to contemplate the his omission now.
He'll have to meditate.
Yeah, Queen the ball with the intercept mark. It would be great to see a Ranger get back into the seniors. But I reckon Prindable will be playing the seniors next season. Prindable, Saxena, maybe McCarthy if he gets on the protein shakes.
Yeah.
Dimatia,
I know
Dimatia
they
to Smith.
say
Yep, go Benny. Yep,
I know they say you can play skinny players, and of course you can, but when
yep,
they get those sort of those impacts, they're definitely more
mm,
susceptible. And the
yep,
example this year was Will Hayes. It was a simple shoulder on shoulder, and Hayesy just
yep,
got a pop out of it. Just in a couple of
yeah,
years, he'll have a bit more strength behind him. It'll help.
yeah, and yeah. And that's the thing. Like, there's been a lot of calls. Like a lot, how we all do it. We all jump the gun. All right, Smith doesn't even make the distance, and we've got a point on the board. Um, a lot of people say, yeah, just play Saxena, put him in. But I just fear that you put him in the ones, he would just get absolutely destroyed by some big-bodied defender.
Well, I mean, the other way to look at it is Dustin Fletcher was never big either, and he
Yeah,
managed to get his lanky arms into anything, but he would have had
yeah,
strength behind him as well, as in enough
mm,
to not get broken.
yeah. All right, we've got a shot at goal now, and I assume this guy is Falkhead, number 54. Yes, it is.
All right. Got this stupid stream working. I had to do a workaround. The AFL app kept crashing on my tablet.
Falkhead was online, but he didn't make the distance, and it's rushed through for a behind. Yeah, I reckon
Someone's got a headache.
he's
Oh,
over.
Silvani. It's sauce.
Is that Silvani? One of his
Yeah.
sons must be playing for Brisbane or
Yeah.
something. I don't know. Yeah.
Thanks, Paulie. I got it on the TV back there on Foxtel, but it's hard to see, mate.
Yeah. Noah House doesn't seem too discomforted. Seems like he's there and abouts, going in hard.
Yeah, two of the four injured players I saw at the clinic on Monday at the injury table are playing. So much for my theory of, that's probably just where they send them to keep them in cotton wool.
Yeah. What's this? You were at the clinic. What do you? Can you elaborate on that? I
My
heard you
daughter
talk
had
about it.
my
Yep.
daughter had a footy clinic on Monday. It's like for the under 12 members kind of thing, and they get
Okay. Yep. Yep.
almost a couple of hundred kids go there, and a couple times a year, and they get to do a clinic with the players and have a
Okay.
good time, bit of footy, like Auskick, really, just with real
Yep.
players. So it's really cool. And
Yep.
they had all these activities set up. It was good fun for her.
Mm. All right. Manny, what are you saying here, mate? How are you? Good morning, Manny, by the way. Pendle's out. Angry must come in. Did you hear something, Manny, that Pendles might not be playing? Can you please elaborate, mate? Stop being so cryptic, mate. Fuck me,
You
man.
could, you could kind of smell all week that the
Mm.
fact you kept both of those boys up there as well. It's like, is there going to be a late out? And
Yeah.
there you go, mate. That you could
Yeah.
kind of smell it for 2 days that there was something sus.
Yeah. As Brisbane's just scored another goal. Um, all right. Manny always he gets the news, doesn't he? He finds out all this stuff. So if Manny Costo is saying Pendles is out, then I've got to believe that,
Oh yeah,
man.
I'll take it. Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
believe it.
Uh,
Manny
yeah.
knows he was not going to bullshit us either.
Mello's just backed him up, so it's true. Yep. There you go. When two
Yeah,
people in the Magpie Army Chronicles chat are saying something's happened, then something's happened, mate. I'm not going to fucking, you know,
yeah,
we get all the,
yeah.
the news here. Pendle's ruled out,
Yeah.
angry. Um, it should be angry, yeah? It's got to be, mate. It's
Oh,
got to be Gus
yes,
Anderson.
please.
Yeah.
Someone who goes in the guts, not in the wing. Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, Josh did say on Thursday when he went to training, because he's up there, that
Yeah.
Pendles was on and off the field all afternoon. So, yeah, that was a hint.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which changes the whole outcome of selection, doesn't it? Really? That,
Yeah.
like, we wasted 2 days
Mm.
smashing our heads onto the desk about
Mm.
Angry not being selected, and then he's in the
Yeah.
side. Hopefully, I don't want to get ahead of myself. We might
Yeah.
still be knocking our heads on the table if Rowan Steele comes in instead.
Oh, no. But yeah, um, having said that, like when I looked at the team on paper for tonight, it kind of looks a bit slow, man. And I'm thinking to myself, I know Rowan still hasn't been setting the house on fire, but he gives us a bit of speed. And you never know, mate. Uh, they might put Steele in.
Mm. Yeah, we lose a lot of experience and set up stuff, but surely the
Mm,
boys can handle it
mm.
at this stage, right?
Yeah. Now, if Pendles is missing another game, we got to look, man. I know he's one of the, if not the greatest player, one of to have played for the black and white. We got to seriously think about next season, man. You know, is it feasible, man, to have a player that needs to be rested every 3 games, man?
Um, so I know like people have different opinions on how many games he should play in order to keep him on the list.
Yep,
Um, I can foresee him playing, say, 12 games, so almost half the games during the season, and then 3 or 4 finals, assuming we're
yep,
good enough to be there, which I'm
yep.
we'd want to be, right? And
Mm,
in finals is where if he can just turn it on for 4 weeks unencumbered,
mm,
that's where we'll get the best use of him. He'll lead
yep,
the squad. He'll all the micromanaging on field.
mm,
We'll get that out of him, and hopefully
yep,
some performance on top of it.
mm,
So I'd be down for that. But I'd like to see him play against the top teams rather than the bottom teams for the games
yep,
he does play. So if you can wrangle
yep,
it that way,
mm,
um, that's how
yeah.
I'd prefer it. So anyone in the top 8, I'd rather him play rather than
Mm.
the other way around.
All right, let's go, boys. On the wing, long kick up forward. West can't contest well. Okay, we're out. Come on, Saxena. Fucker, pick the ball up. Oh, come on. He's had 2 chances to gather the ball, but here we go. We're going to get a goal anyway. Who's that? Forkhead. There you go. Yes, Chrissy. It's been confirmed. Pendles is out. Um, are you 100% sure? Are you guys? Is it certain that Anderson has come in for it? Can I just get confirmation? Chrissy seems to be confirming it. Can I get a second confirmation on that? That Anderson is coming in for Pendles. Good day, Adrian. Adrian, were you up at 4 in the morning to watch that shit? I was, and yeah,
100% confirmed, Nick. Mick,
100.
it's
Yeah,
angry and yeah, it's
yeah.
on the website.
Oh, that's good. Good to hear. Might put something in the vault regarding Angry then. All right, I already said JD, Josh Dacos 30 plus at BAG. I'm going to give Gus Anderson 20 plus and a goal. or Gus Anderson. In the vault it goes. G'day, Buzz Lucky. Yeah, the penalty shootout was fucking comical. Isn't this great? Brisbane player has to jump the fence and into the fucking trees to get the ball back. That's what
Oh,
you
that
call
warms my
suburban
heart.
footy, mate. Yeah,
That makes my heart so warm, mate. Seeing that sort of stuff takes you back.
yeah.
Yeah, Adrian, they keep getting me to get up early in the morning to watch this game with this round ball. And
Yeah.
I think if I tuned into the right stuff, because I see WWE guys flying around
Mm.
and rolling
Yeah.
and magic
Mm.
spray, and I don't know if it's a
Mm.
Harry Potter movie or what's going on out there. And
Yeah.
yeah, then I go, oh, I get a bit of a penalty. This will be fun.
Mm.
And oh, guys are hitting the post. I mean, I can't talk. I couldn't kick it into the thing either, mate.
Yeah.
But
Mm.
yeah, felt sorry for
Yeah.
that young kid.
Harrington. Yeah.
Yeah, that
But the
was
thing
it.
is,
Yeah.
yeah, he was only 18. He's only 18 years old. I got to admire the kid for stepping up to take a penalty. That takes
Oh
balls.
yeah. Yep.
So
Hell yeah,
I
mate.
admire that. Yeah. So you forgive him because he,
Oh,
But the
yeah.
first bloke, Harry Suda, mate, that was a ridiculous penalty. And I'll tell you another thing, mate. I know you don't follow it as much, but Mo Salah, who plays for Egypt, he's their talisman, their main guy. Now, when I watch this guy play for Liverpool, every time a lot of times when he takes a penalty, he just shoots it straight. He goes for power and he shoots it straight. And me and the boys were watching it. It's like, mate, you don't have to dive. Just fucking stand there. You'll fucking save it.
Yep.
And what does he do? He kicks it straight. If Matt Ryan just fucking stood there, he would have fucking chest marked it, man.
And then he approached him and gave him the smirk and everything, didn't he?
Yeah, yeah. But I'll tell you, Benny, like, look, I'm over soccer these days. I just watch it when, if you watch a soccer game where two quality fucking big teams are playing, it's the precision passing and all that. It's worth it. Like if you see later on in this World Cup, you probably see France playing Argentina or something like that.
Okay. Yeah.
The quality of players. Like that game we just saw this morning. They're all playing for fucking lower league teams, mate.
Do you think local soccer is better to watch because there's like obviously not as much money involved or any money, and the
Yeah,
players are probably just playing for pride and they're not rolling around and acting silly? Do you think there's a bit more of that in it?
yeah, it is. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
cool.
But as a spectacle, it's got nothing on footy, man. Like
Yeah.
footy, it's just the greatest sport in the world, man. It asks so many things um, of a player. Yeah, it's 360 degrees. There's no bullshit offsides. You know, the offside rule is just a joke, mate. It's like a 1 millimeter offside. Oh, it's offside. It's like, come on, man,
Yeah.
get rid of it, mate. You tell
Through me.
soccer purists, get rid of the offside. They go nuts. It's like, come on, man. It would just take out so much bullshit. Brisbane
Yeah.
has banged, while we've been rambling on, Brisbane's just banged on four straight. And yeah,
Yeah. First blemish. All right, Ryan. Show us earn
yep,
something, mate. Yeah, so
yeah,
there it's the short stuff that he does over and over.
yeah,
Not
um,
knocking him, I'm just saying it's just less creative than say someone like Jeremy Howe.
yeah. He needs Jacob Ryan needs ultimate greatness to be up rather than fucking sleeping right now to be watching him.
Look at that.
That
Come
looked
on.
nice. Come on, Saxena.
I was over. So I think sometimes Shawnee needs to stand on the boundary line and coach some of these young fellas. He knows what they're capable
Mm,
of. He has to make them
mm,
believe.
mm. Yeah. Yes, Josh, Egypt were flopping around faking injury. That's when they were a goal up. But once Australia got the goal back, suddenly they weren't doing it, which just proves that there's just too much shit like that, gamesmanship, um, in that sport, man. And it's starting to piss me off. Voidoid's predicted 7 goals from the pod. Pod has just
Yes.
he's got that uncanny knack of just constantly hitting the scoreboard, doesn't he? At
Yeah.
this level,
He's
yeah.
he finds it. He really
Mm,
finds it around the goals.
mm,
So that was better from Ryan. It was
mm,
obvious as hell what he was about to do, and the
mm,
fact it was wide, sure, but at least it was not a chip kick. It was out of the
mm,
area.
mm. I'll tell you what, for a it's ball, nah, got boot to it.
Oh, they pinged him.
Unfortunate, but we'll take it. But Brisbane, for a team that's fucking second last, there or last, I'm not sure how many teams there are in the PFL, but they're making a go of it.
Yeah, McCarthy's skinny, isn't he? And every time I see him, I
Mm.
think he hasn't moved.
Yeah.
Good kick, Hazy. Just didn't make the most of it. But Voidoid, are you talking about how the Brisbane player dropped it on his foot?
Yeah. Oh, who's that? That's a great mark.
Yeah.
Is that Saxena? Wow. He's getting a lot of the ball, isn't he? First quarter. Come on, Prindle.
That's holding the ball. Good stuff.
Awarded? It is. Yep.
Yeah, Voidoid, it was a lucky. It looked like he was dropping the ball, didn't he? And then it just sort of landed on his foot by chance. But I guess, if we get, it's so hard for the umpires to interpret the stuff they already have to. If they had to interpret
Mm,
whether he accidentally kicked it after dropping it, what would you do,
mm.
eh? They would never get anything right.
All right, goal to Will Phillips. And
Because I got two separate clocks, mate. 'Cause I got it on TV and the tablet, which keeps wigging out on
yeah,
me.
man. Yeah,
It's
we're all.
22:20.
I'm sure we're all at different speeds. It doesn't really matter. It's
Nah,
not going to be that much of a difference. We're not commentating the game, so we're just letting the game flow. We'll comment as we go, and that's it. When I first started doing this, I tried commentating, and it doesn't work, man.
you still did better than Kelly.
Yeah, it's just too hard with all these massive numbers, all these non-listed players. You don't even know who they are. Mm. Come on,
How's
guys.
hold on.
It looks very graceful. Noah House.
In my case, Josh, it's very, very special comments, mate. If you know what I mean. Special, like seeing players that aren't even there.
Should be a free to Harry Di Mattia there, no?
No, needs to develop a stronger base, mate.
Mm. Oh, Sully. Come on, mate. Fuck. That was like Lipper last week. Thought he had a paddock all around him and fucking there was someone right up his ass. Yep. You're right there, Voidoid. We need Doc from Back to the Future to go back 20 seconds. G'day, Hido. New name in the chat there.
Good morning and welcome.
Yes, I agree, Hido. As much as we could be, oh, what the fuck was that, Ryan?
I know. So you might as well stuff it up with some dare and clear the area, right?
Yeah. He's probably pissed off that punches leapfrogged him into the team. Yes, Hildo, with the Socceroos, it was a very young team, and the majority of the team we saw probably going to be playing in 4 years' time. So it was probably the youngest team in the comp. So they did well to make the second round. But enough soccer talk. I'm sick of it, mate. I even fucking hate basketball. You know, everyone talks about basketball. Oh, fucking NBA. It's the same shit, man. You know, you just touch them, it's a foul. It's like fucking
Yeah.
hell.
I watched some local basketball a couple of weeks
Yeah,
ago because the
yeah,
kid next door, who I do a bit of training with, he played his 50th game. I'm like, I'll head down there and watch it and fire out. It's
mm,
hard to keep good mark. It's
Westy.
hard to keep up with basketball, mate, and all the rules.
Mm,
And those
yeah,
umpires are talented, mate, to keep
mm,
up with that.
yeah,
They're always doing this like all these hand gestures, and I'm like, I'm
mm,
expecting a military team to come in the door any second and
yeah,
take it all out the way they gesture
mm,
so
mm,
effectively.
mm, yeah. I reckon I'd like American football if I watched it, if I took the time and watched it. I reckon I'd like it, but yeah, who's got the time to watch all that?
Oh,
What
yeah,
happened there? Did Westy miss? He miss.
yeah, miss.
Yeah. And I'll tell you what, like a lot of AFL people hate rugby, but I could almost guarantee is all if you all grew up, if you guys, if any of us grew up in New South or Queensland, we'd be rugby fans. We're just that
Yeah,
those kinds of people. That's how we are. We grew up here. We love footy, mate. Because I got cousins in
the
Sydney and they fucking love rugby as much as I love AFL. You know.
yeah, and it's not a
Mm,
bad sport to watch.
mm,
I got a mate from Queensland, a good friend, who he came down to Victoria for a while and sort of got us into it a little bit. So he followed the Canberra
mm.
Raiders, so I sort of watched a bit of them, but obviously watched
Yeah.
Melbourne Storm.
Mm,
It's good because Storm are thereabouts under the
mm.
Craig Bellamy kind of era.
Yeah.
But I don't go out of my way to watch them. If it's on and
Nah.
I'm there, I
Nah.
kind of look at it. I'd rather watch a
Mm,
footy match instead of
mm,
my own NRL team.
mm. Brisbane have banged on 6 goals, 3 in this first quarter. They've come out like an absolute house on fire. We've got the 2 goals, but I reckon it's a slow burn this game. I just got this feeling we're going to come back and win it. I don't know why I have that feeling. Probably because we've been okay the last 2, 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, ice hockey as well. That's another thing. I reckon if I grew up with that, I'd love that. It's got similar old school rough stuff that AFL used to have.
Hey, Void, is it true they stop and fight for real, or is that just a bit of a myth?
It probably was true in the day. It's probably um, softened up over the years, just like every sport has.
Yeah. Once they get the concussion lawsuits going, they'll stop the fights quick smart, won't they?
Yeah,
Oh, there you go. They're still punching on.
fucking hell.
You know, it'd be
I
sick.
love.
They should do stick fights, mate.
Oh
How cool would that
yeah,
be?
yeah.
Sweep them with the leg.
Yeah.
Overhooks, pull the shoulder
Oh,
down.
number
Oh
70
yeah.
just just went for fucking mark of the century and fucking shanked it.
I'll make note of it, Voidoid. I'll put it on my list to legally acquire at a later date.
Mm.
Slap shot.
Yeah, slap shot with Paul Newman. Yeah, and Youngblood with Patrick Swayze and Rob Lowe. Two great ice hockey movies.
Oh, what was that second one?
Youngblood. It's
Young
from the
blood.
80s.
All right.
Patrick Swayze
Damn.
and Rob Lowe. Yeah.
Rob Lowe's still kicking around, isn't he?
Yeah. Still looks
What
like
a
he did in the
resurgence.
80s too, mate.
Yeah, he does.
Is that quarter time? I think so.
Mm. All right. I'm going to go check on my kids, Mick. Shawnee's
No,
still
no,
not
go
up.
for it. No, I'll
I'll
send him
pop
another
back in.
text then. No worries,
I'll
Benny.
try
No
and
worries.
keep you
Thanks.
company as long as I can, brother.
Not a problem. Thanks, buddy. No worries. All right, so it's quarter time, and usually at this time I go and fill up my coffee. So I'm going to quickly do that. Usually I've got Shorty here to take over while I fill up my coffee, but he's not here. So give me half a minute, guys. I'm just going to get myself another coffee. I'll be back in a second.
Turns out my kids are not playing ice hockey, so that is a good thing for a Saturday morning. No fights. They're happily watching Toy Story 2, also legally acquired. Let's have a look-see here. Geez, for a game that's where they're kicking us on the scoreboard, the stats are very even. Same inside 50s, same clearances. Co's dominating the hitouts, but our boys aren't making the most of it. Yeah, Saxena's on fire from what I've seen today so far. That's fantastic. Oh, there's Anthony. How you going, mate? Good morning. Poor Mick was all on his own this morning, so I thought I'd jump on and give him a chop out. And what they call it is special comments. And I've already mistaken two players who aren't even on the field, mate.
All right. Usually I go at these quarter time breaks and go and fill up my coffee, and I got Shorty to take over, but I had Betty, mate. Betty's come back on quickly, mate. All right.
Yeah, I just had a look at the stats, but nothing exceptional, mate. It's pretty even, other than
Mm,
Dummy Head
yeah.
Zero. That's me. That should be my new call sign. Howes took a
Yeah.
couple of good marks, mate. He's looking all right. Shoulder looks fine.
Anthony, you would have watched the soccer this morning, huh?
Oh, that's right. I've got a bone to pick with you, Anthony, again. You're the
Mm,
main suspect who got me into this thing. So I get up
mm.
early to watch this, and I mistakenly think I'm watching the WWE and all that jazz, mate. What's going on?
You haven't slept.
No more.
If I could ask you, Anthony, what did you think of Matty Ryan's performance in that penalty shootout? Uh, Mate, didn't even get close to any of those fucking shots, man. You're a goalkeeper. I reckon you would have been a bit disappointed in that. Too defensive and should have kept Beach on. He's more longer and his confidence would have been high. That's true. I was very intrigued, surprised when he did that. Yeah, it was. We were the better team. Man. We were the better team in that game. I reckon, we had more chances. We just didn't have the quality. A couple of chances like the guys. It's like, man, put a bit of oomph behind that shot, man. Fuck, mate, make the goalkeeper do something, mate. They were just kind of like, really shit shots. Um, they dominated the second half. I understand that, yeah, but I reckon we had clear cut chances. I reckon we had more. Stop disagreeing with me, Anthony, mate. Fuck me. Fuck it out. You want to disagree with me, mate? We'll bring up the L word, mate.
So I'll champion him for that. Only a little bit. I won't give 100%, but I'll give a fair percent.
All right. Yep, we're about to start the second quarter now.
Good luck with
Yeah,
Saturday, Cass.
you're on a warning, Anthony. All right, one more. You keep fucking playing up. I got to block you, man. And I got my mods. Looking at you too, mate. Benny's a mod, so yeah. I
I
don't
see
make
nothing.
I don't make anyone and everyone mods like you, Anthony, mate. Only special people,
There's that word again, special.
mate. That's correct, Buzlaki. Howes has taken good intercept marks, which was a feature of his game before he got injured. And there we go.
And again.
Yep. I reckon Buzlaki saw that before we did, and he brought that up. Come on, Tinatia. There we go.
Buzz is the time traveler. I might have the Doctor Who painting behind me, but he's the one doing it.
So Lipper's got more score involvements than Josh on the wing in his All Australian year. All right, Anthony's fucking ripping the stats out now.
So I had that discussion on in the gym, Cass, when
Yep.
you were talking about that, and all my boys who was training with me, they're all
Mm.
nodding their head and going, "Yeah, well, if that's the case, which player do you like more?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's hard to disagree. I know there's some glaring visual things that Lipper does that stand out, and you can knock him for, and we all know them. But he gets involved in the link ups, and I'm seeing it more and more. And
Yep.
I was definitely more of a critic side of the fence earlier in the year. I'm not saying he's the best thing since sliced bread, but
Yep.
I think he's doing the job he's being asked.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, don't backtrack, Anthony. You said you were implying Lipper was better than Josh, and now you're saying, oh no, obviously Josh is better. Come on, mate. We know why you love Lipper, mate. Yep. Yes, we just missed one from point blank range, but it was under pressure. Depends, Anthony. Come on, Brinders.
My boy Cass, he knows, mate. He knows how to get to you. Ninja mind tricks.
Mhm. Look, you can, as White-Eyed says, mate, you can make a case for anyone, mate. Fuck, mate. You could crunch the
We had
numbers
a
and
we had
say,
a
look at this, look at this. Yeah.
we had a 10, 15-minute discussion on it, and
Mm,
at the end of it, like I still have him as an out, and
mm,
Cass is pretty convinced that he's in for now.
mm.
Probably not
Who
next
you
year,
who you talking
without
about?
putting words in his mouth.
Who you talking
Sidey,
about? Oh,
Collins,
okay. Yeah.
yeah. Um, but you know what? He did point out that he is on the rise.
Mm,
And my counter to that was, yeah, I haven't seen much to rise. I mean, it's easy to rise from bugger all, but
mm,
you just never know if he can manage to pull some of those qualifying final type
mm,
games out of his backside. I mean,
mm,
today's a test, right? Today he's heavily under watch,
mm,
observation, and we'll be scrutinising him and others as we
mm,
do. But he's pretty high up the list, especially given
mm,
next year.
mm. Fuck. This
Hey,
afternoon's game is fucking intriguing, man. Yeah, what
yeah.
are you gonna say, mate?
I was going to say, Cass was just talking about Pendle's out, and
Yep.
isn't it
Mm,
crazy, mate, that had Pendle's, like, I mean, after what was observed at training by Joshy and others,
mm,
had he just not been named and Angry had been named, the
mm.
discussion over the last 48 hours would have been
Yep.
so vastly different amongst the
Hi.
fans. There
Yeah.
would have been we would have had so much opportunity to talk about other things. Um, and I just, mate, was it the
Yeah.
plan all along and you were playing funny buggers? I don't know.
Yeah.
Because it kind of sucks that selection is the biggest talking point for us week after week at the moment.
Yeah.
Maybe they're just creating content opportunities for us. Yeah,
I know they are.
they definitely don't, mate. Yeah, there's a Michael Jackson song about that. They don't really care about us. See, I know music too, Void. I just a little bit here and there.
Voidoid, in the off season, man, we're gonna do a stream just talking about music and films, mate. Look with Lipper. All right. Everyone's saying the last fucking 5 weeks. The thing is, all right, he adheres to the game plan, whatever it is. Yeah, he suits it. Um, but he's not fucking setting the house on fire, man. Come on, guys.
He's not the guy you look to spark the side.
Yeah,
That's 100% true.
yeah.
Um, but I honestly I can't deny. I put his name on the block earlier in the year, and I
Mm,
can't deny that the stuff he is doing, the
mm,
the role play stuff, is
mm,
good. Um, I still stand by that it probably is not good enough to get away with the stuff he doesn't do well, which is shirking the
yep.
contest occasionally or watching it unfold in front of him, not laying those tackles when they're right in front of
Mm,
him. I'm not saying he needs to go hunting, but when they're
mm.
there and the opportunity is there to go, he has to go.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
he doesn't do enough outside to let that stuff slip. But he's
Mm,
getting there. 2 goals a game. I can forgive that sort of stuff.
mm. Yeah, so we've been peppering the goals in this game, but nothing to show of it. Who's that on the bench? That looks like fucking Fagan. It's obviously someone
Yep.
else.
Chris Fagan's there too.
Is he? What, in
Yep.
fucking Coburg? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They just played. Yeah, they just played in fucking Geelong. Yeah, a lot of complexities to this afternoon's game. It's a crunch game for both teams. Like they're dying for a win. It's a must win for us. And then you have the fact that there's a number of players on their list that might be moving on at the end of the year. And if I'm talking about King, Ballard, who got dropped, Humphrey, fucking Walter, if he impresses, and I've got a hunch that Puncher might play on him. So,
Yeah, I think that's a good hunch, mate.
yeah, because another intercept from fucking House. Fuck. Just play him, man. And
We'll look at
good
Chris Talbot having a bit of a cheeky tease, mate.
Don't worry, Chrissy. I'll put Anthony on a warning. He's on a warning. If he keeps playing up, if he keeps talking about Lipper, I'm going to have to block him, man. Stefanos, you're right, mate. Ko has taken 2 nice, strong contested marks in this game. Ko would be playing for, I'm pretty sure we got him on a 6-monther, so he's playing for his career. There's no guarantee that we're going to keep him on the list. G'day, MD. Real name Jimmy. The only man to tip us for the flag this year at the start of the season.
On you, Jimmy. Hope you're doing well, mate. Did you get up early too?
Buzlucky. All 3 MSDs aren't 6 months only. Don't understand what you're saying, but I'm assuming. I'm not sure how much they signed for. Can people in the chat um, clarify that for us? I'm assuming Pod would have signed for 18 months because they put like their contract request in before they go in the draft. So Boyd's 6-month contract for all of them. Okay, there you go.
It makes sense because they're all based on long-term injuries, so not just list gaps.
Yeah.
Am I right that you can go into the season with list spots available without having injuries, right?
Yeah. I don't think you can. I don't think you can.
Okay.
You have to open up something with a long term injury. You have to open up a spot. I'm pretty sure that's the case.
Okay.
I wonder if that's yeah. I wonder if that Callum May that got picked up by the Bulldogs. I wonder if he. There you go. Question answered before I even fucking finished it. He wanted 18 months, and we weren't prepared to give it. Well, if we knew that, that would have saved hours upon hours of all-night discussions on the wall.
Although, like I see, we could have picked him up on 18 months, considering Steen is out for 12 months. Although he can't be long-term injury list next year, can he, Steen? Because he's coming back.
No.
Am I right?
No. You're right. You're right. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry. I just Howes took another intercept. I'll tell you what. Howes is fucking racking up the intercept marks. Brisbane's got another 3. They're going to go 36 goals up with this. So the there's a what's that other draft they got in the preseason where you pick up all these players that haven't on the scrap heap. We'll have to either trade for a ruckman or pick one up on in that draft or fucking extend Harrison Coe's contract. That's right, Adrian. If the club was 2% more honest, three-quarters of the shit we talk about on these streams would be null and void. But yeah, let's hope the club is more dishonest. It'll give us more to talk about, mate.
Nick's got a new boat to pay for in the next 2-3 years, so we need more of this. Is that what you're saying?
Mm. That's right, the SSP draft I was talking about. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I'd love to get that Bailey Williams from West Coast. And hopefully Steen is a quick healer. Saxena, touched, unlucky. He's a lively lad, Saxena. Look at this dude, mate. An eccentric character in the crowd there.
Couldn't tell you if he was going to a ballroom dance or a bush bash forward drive comp.
I reckon
Nice.
with what Buzlucky is saying, I reckon I'd persist with Pods. I'd give him a year. He's got the ability, man. He just needs time to understand our structure and all that. I reckon he'll be all right.
I'm pretty keen on Pod myself. Puncher, we'll see, and Co.
Yeah.
I'm not so keen on just because it's a Darcy,
Yeah.
it's a Darcy Cameron clone factor, and I know why he's there. It's in case Darcy gets hurt and he can supposedly slot right in and do the same old, not much in the ruck. But my plan around Co would be to find the best young jumper in the draft and get him in until Oscar Steen is ready to rock and roll. That means he plays half the season. That's worth it, right? Just to have something happen. And Co sort of I guess he gets delisted. We're not seeing amazing stuff from him, are we?
Nah, he's taken 2 nice contested marks, but that's and even Smith, some people are saying, he's shown a bit. He has shown a bit in the last few weeks, but at the same time, man, it's hard with Ruckman, man. 20 years old, I remember Jared Witts when he was 20. I'll put my hand up and say this guy's an absolute fucking spud, and he came good. But he's taller than Smith, so yeah, we are getting absolutely pumped, Adrian. Yeah.
And Smith just went down. Stefanos said, "Damn."
Yeah, he came off earlier. McCarthy's trying to ruck now. Fuck, he's tiny, man.
That's why he started so far away.
Yeah. All right, we're streaming forward now. Tell you what, Saxena is very busy. And
I was getting ready, Void. I was getting ready.
We've had a number of shots that have just missed and they've just punched it over the line. It's happened about 3 or 4 times, I reckon.
What did you do, Nate? What did you say to him before the game to make this happen, mate?
Anyone messes with Nate, be prepared to meet him at Clifton Hill McDonald's. That's where um, he hangs out. If anyone wants to, disagree with him.
Why I take the long way to
Uh,
Victoria Park. I circle right around just in case he catches a glimpse at me in the window. But I don't want to upset him. I don't want to make eye contact in case he's a bit grumpy about the VFL or something I said during the week. I just make a big wide arc around.
Fucking oath, was lucky, mate. Fuck. He's had another goal to Brizzy. Fuck
Yeah.
me. This is an absolute fucking belting. McCarthy will take 2 or 3 years with that frame.
Yeah, and look, his skill can definitely outpace what his body will be doing. It's more the
Mm,
impact stuff you'd worry about him getting into those contests with hardened AFL bodies.
mm,
Um, like I said, we saw what happened to Hayes with a simple shoulder-on-shoulder collision
mm,
um, with that little frame, and it just popped it. And we're lucky that he's back now.
mm,
But I wouldn't have that as a thing that okay, he's kicking 2-3 goals every week.
mm,
Taking marks, impacting games. I wouldn't have his frame as a reason not to play him. I would just have that worry in the back of my head.
mm.
Don't get smashed by a Mel
Yeah,
Michael type backman who's going to just break
yeah,
you in half.
yeah. Mhm. All right, let's see if we can get something out of this. All right, here we go, Westy. No, fuck. Fucking Mel Michael, mate. We had him, and what happened there, mate? We just thought he wasn't good enough. Goes to Brisbane, and within 2 or 3 years, he's the best fullback in the fucking comp.
Yeah.
Adrian, fucking oath, mate. I think I would I would speculate that ultimate greatness is sleeping off a very maybe how can I say it? Yeah, he exerted himself last night, I reckon, and he's sleeping it off as we speak.
This is about streaming still.
Is Kev doing a watch along as well? Fuck. When I say fuck, it's not. I'm not. It's all good, but
Bless his soul. He
yeah.
he gets around Collingwood, doesn't he? He goes to every
Oh
match
yeah.
just about,
Oh yeah.
rain, hail, or
Yeah.
shine.
Mm,
Good on him, Kev. I
yeah.
see him at training. Whenever I've been at training, Kev has been there.
Yeah. Yeah.
He caught up with you and me earlier in the year too. He found us
Yeah.
outside Gate 3.
Yeah. It's great. It was great to finally meet the great man. I noticed Pommy from Oz does a shitload of watch-alongs, doesn't
Yeah, he's really interesting to get his insight in things, mate.
he? Yeah. Yeah.
It's like he just knows the game
Yeah.
in his mind. I don't know
Yeah.
if he has notes and stuff in front of him because he spits it
Mm,
out so quick and with such recall. It's like,
yeah.
nah, it's just all stored in his head. He's just
Yeah.
it's brilliant.
Mm,
He'd make a great special comments like
yeah.
on Fox or something.
Mm. And he does soccer and cricket, and even in the Eurovision.
No, he's too much, too far ahead. Like, yeah, I don't even want to be mentioned in the same sentence as him. It just makes me look crap. He's so talented in what he does.
Yeah, this game. Yeah, look, we've had in the past few weeks in the guts, we've had fucking either Ned Long, Gus Anderson, Swadling. Um, yeah, we're missing someone like that in the guts for this game.
Yeah,
It just looks
yeah,
like we've
a
got
dominant
no
player,
strength.
even just
Yeah.
one. And that's the thing. Westy hasn't had a lot of service, so
Mm.
it's hard to judge him. But he does that sometimes, doesn't he? And just kind of the observation, the small observation that I have of the VFL this year, when not living it through your eyes, is that
Mm.
he has those absolute blasting, killing games where he brings it all
Mm.
together. He'll have
Mm.
that middle game where, like a few weeks ago, where he took all the marks, got all the posies, and got 0 goals
Mm.
for. And like
Yeah.
today, he's having a quiet one, but that's a bit of a reflection of the team.
Mm. The only
Easy
shining
five.
light, the only shining light so far in this game for us has been Noah House, who's taken a number of intercepts, and Saxena, who's been very busy but hasn't got a goal yet. Unlucky not to get one, but it's been very busy.
Yeah.
There's no TJ. TJ must be still injured, eh?
Yeah. I wasn't aware he was hurt.
Mm.
Did it happen last game?
I'm not sure if he played the last game. I reckon it did. I reckon he didn't play the last one. I stand to
Okay.
be corrected. I should know because I fucking did the watch along. But as it is, mate, we just fucking ramble on, mate.
Yeah.
It's disappointing that players like Dimatia and Will Parker, experienced players, haven't set the house on fire in this game. And Will Hayes as well, as he takes a shot at goal. And once again, a number
Rusty.
of times, yeah, we just haven't made the distance and they've just knocked it through.
That chain of handballs from Brisbane reminds me of what they did to us in the prelim last year.
Mm.
Just chopped us up.
Yeah.
Didn't stop and think. Just got it
Mm.
on the hands.
That's true. TJ's not on the injury list, and he didn't play last week, and he didn't play today. So, um, yeah, who knows?
Two good marks.
Yeah. Sullivan, frustrated at the lack of people presenting, decides to go long and straight to Brisbane player.
Oh!
Oh, what happened there? There you
Oh,
go.
first mistake they've made today.
Yeah. And the pod opens his account for the morning as
6 more to go, Voidoid.
Voidoid jumps up in his uh, living area as the vinyl records fall to the ground in his exuberance.
You think he's just sitting around with piles of them? He rests his
Yeah,
drink and his dinner on top.
yeah, yeah.
So he's still second on the goal kicking, even after playing some senior footy.
Yeah. We'll look at the stats at half time, but I reckon Prindle's racking him up a bit. And that's half time. The stats. We're getting absolutely fucking belted, but Jacob Ryan, there you go, 17 disposals, continues to rack them up as he's been doing regularly over the season. Noah House, 11 disposals. How many marks has he got? 4 marks. I reckon all those marks are intercept marks. Printable 9. Concerning that Timotheus only touched it 8 times. Will Hayes only the 6. Parker only the 5. Charlie West been very quiet. To be honest, I have not seen much of Joel Cochran. Seems to be a very, just haven't even noticed him, to be honest.
And Zach McCarthy hasn't touched it.
Yeah.
Yeah, these boys today, they're not making an argument to break in. No. And I know they have in the previous weeks. Jacob Ryan's possessions are so high because it's just been down there for so long.
Yeah.
I'm looking for the inside 50s. Oh, they're about even. That's the killer. 29 to 27. I expected that number to be higher.
Yeah. Chris Talbot is confessing that he likes Eurovision. It's my favourite music in the world.
Is that the competition, Nick, where they come and they all sing and it's a comp? Is that one?
And it's real cheesy, bad music.
Okay.
I must say, I grew up watching that with my parents, and like each European country presents their singer, their group of choice to sing a song. And back in the days, it used to be cultural, you'd have the whatever, your Austrians singing like an Austrian song. But now they're all just singing English fucking pop songs. And
mainstream.
And they've introduced Australia in it now, and it's not, it's just ridiculous. But one thing that's funny, it's just great. I don't know who the English. There's an English guy that kind of like does a watch along of it, and he's just his comments and his takes on it are just hilarious. He just bags every single one of them. Someone will know who he is. I forgot his name. And the go Ben. Yep.
I remember my brother I'm sure it was Eurovision, trying to get me to watch it years ago. Oh, I'm talking 12 plus years. He said, have a look at it. Chuck it on. And there was a lady with a beard singing. I'm like, wow, okay.
Yeah, that was the Austrian one. Yeah.
I know. And everyone can get involved in this, I can see.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a typical, like, I don't know if that's like, it's typically a whole heap of different, what am I trying to say? I don't know, stereotypes and things like that get involved, or if it was just like that particular year. I don't know. I honestly didn't.
Yeah.
But nothing stood out where I'm like, I really need to watch this. I don't know. My brother was hooked on it though, which I found weird.
Mm-hmm. You've never seen Eurovision Voidoid. Good choice, mate. You never have to. And it's just ridiculous. It's kind of like all the countries vote at the end, and Greece always gives 10 points to Cyprus and vice versa. It's just ridiculous. Like countries that have got alliances kind of like help each other out.
I thought I did all right there, Paul. I didn't mean anything untoward. I was just trying to describe. Oh, it's like a wide spectrum of people, is that what it was about? I wasn't sure if that was the whole point of it. Did you get what I mean? Like, I didn't know if that was.
mm,
I still don't know how to word it properly.
mm,
If it was like an out there kind of a competition, or if it was
mm.
mainstream. I didn't understand it at the time because that was my only exposure to it.
Into the Woods is doing a live. He's probably doing one of his. Dermot's probably doing his walk and talks right now in
Oh,
the
go for it.
freezing cold of Tasmania. You know, he's Tasmanian, mate. He's in Tasmania, so freezing his nuts off.
Yeah, I love Tassie. I don't mind the cold because the air is so nice in Tassie, mate.
Yeah.
You just
Oh,
you
yeah,
feel like it rejuvenates you. You come back here, you step off the
yeah,
plane, you go, oh, it's like kryptonite.
yeah. Mm. Good morning, Jeanette. Yeah, in regards to Tassie, like me and the missus, we try and get to like a different part of Australia once a year just to see it. And I'll tell you what, we've been all over Australia, but Tassie in the middle of summer is fucking the best, man. Especially if you go on those, touristy bullshit fucking food tour kinds of things. But they've got all the best stuff there, mate. There's this food tour. You go coming out of Hobart, and you go to all these places. Cheese factories, chocolate factories, whiskey, oysters. Oh man, it was the best. It was one of the best holidays. It's better than I've been to Queensland. I've been to all over Australia. Western Australia, South Australia, Tassie, mate. We had the best time there, man.
I love Tasmania. I particularly
Yeah.
love Cradle Mountain right in the middle.
Okay.
There's a
Yep.
place called Cradle Mountain Lodge, and it's like it's
Mm.
right up against nature, and there's just walks and everything that are so
Yeah.
nice around it. Then you go to the lake, Crater Lake, I think it's called. It's just popped out of my brain, but I think it's that.
Mm.
Just
Yeah.
beautiful, mate. There's all these different hikes you can do around it. You can go up the mountain, everything. It's just
Mm.
blood picturesque, and
Yeah.
the air,
Mm.
it almost heals you. That's how crazy, how nice it
Mm.
is.
Yeah.
But it's so expensive to stay there. You either have to stay somewhere else and drive in every time, or you stay there,
Mm.
and it can
Mm.
cost you a couple of grand for a weekend. So it adds up
Yeah.
quick. But yeah,
Mm.
it's just a fantastic place. I love it. And I think next
Mm.
time me and the missus, we want to go there and do a bit of time in Hobart
Yeah.
and just have like you said, try out all the different food places.
Mm. Mm. Yeah. Yeah. And Hobart, it's like it gets a bad rap, but I don't mind like smallish cities. It's kind of like they're kind of like you know. It's got a nice little charm to it, Hobart. I've got to give it that. You know, there's enough things to do and see. And it's not big, crazy busy, which like Sydney or Melbourne. So yeah.
There was
Don't.
another place we went and did some walking. It was closer to Launceston. I can't
Mm,
remember the name of it, but there's a chairlift there, and
yeah.
it's like there's like a
Yeah.
lake and a big river flows into it, and you can walk either
Yeah.
side of the river, and it's like a canyon. And
Yeah.
there's peacocks and stuff walking around on the
Oh,
grounds,
okay.
things like that.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name of it if anyone can think of it.
Mm,
Yeah, and the families go there. They either swim or have picnics and do
mm,
hiking and walking. It's close to a town though. I just can't remember exactly what it was called. Like
yeah.
a ravine. That's probably the
Yeah.
better way to describe it, I guess.
Yeah.
So if anyone knows what that is, throw it in. It
Mm,
was on the last
yeah.
day before we went to the airport. We just stopped there and
Yeah.
just randomly thought we'd have a look around. And I was like,
Mm,
wow, I wish we discovered this on the way in. We probably would have done it a few times.
mm. Yeah, that MD Jimmy's asking about that market in Hobart. I forgot what it's called, but yeah, on the weekends that's the main hub of the town. It's right in the centre of Hobart, I think. I
Yeah,
forgot what it's
yeah.
called.
My
Salamanca. There
in-laws
you go.
talk
There
about
it
it.
is.
Salamanca. That's it. My
Yeah,
in-laws talk about it all the time. We've got to go down
yeah,
there on our next trip. Yeah.
yeah. Don't you love the chat when you're just trying to think of something and you just, hey chat, tell us, and then straight away it comes up.
There you go. The Gorge, Launceston. Is that the one? I'm just going to look it up.
Yeah. The one place
Cataract
in
Gorge.
the one place in Australia I haven't been, which I'm hanging to go to, is Broome up in northwestern Australia, man. It's a nightmare to get to. That's why we just never got around to it. But I'd love to get there.
Yeah, that's the
Exactly,
thing about
Mello.
Australia.
Yeah. Exactly, Mello. No need for chat GBT. Fucking Magpie Army Chronicles chat, mate. Let's just go straight on there,
Yeah.
mate.
Chat Mac.
Yeah.
Where is this place?
I'd love to come up your way, Mello. You're in Mildura, aren't you? I've never been to Mildura, but I've spent a lot of time in Echuca. I had relatives living there for a long time. They don't live there anymore, but we used to always go there to visit them, and I used to love it over there on the Murray. Manny Costa, everyone watching this game today better fucking lift. We're trying to lift Manny, man. We're trying, mate. But we're getting absolutely fucking belted in this one. But I'm sure we're going to lift tonight. Matthew the Warble will be doing a first to the ruck. Um, he'll be, I'll tell you exactly when he's starting.
Yep, Cataract Gorge. That's the one. Thank you very much. Couldn't come up with it. That's the place.
Yeah.
I really want to do a trip to Tassie with. I've got a camper trailer, like a small compact one, not like a
Yep.
caravan. I want to
Yep.
take that over on the Spirit of Tasmania and just do a bit of a circuit for a week and a half or something, and
Oh, yeah.
so I can
Yep.
go to these nice out of the way
Mm.
places and just stay and do it on my
Mm.
time. And I
Yeah.
guess you'd say it's a bit cheaper than
Mm.
paying for accommodation, and you're just
Mm.
exposed a bit more. But I've got everything
Mm.
I need.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would love to do that. But
Mm.
hey, Mick, I'll be back in a minute, okay?
Yeah, no worries, Benny. Yep. Yeah, so the Warble is doing his first ruck countdown. He'll be doing that from two. He's got it up for 2:45, quarter to three. So that's when he'll start his first. He'll go up to the first bounce, and he might even keep the stream running throughout the game, so we can all go on and vent. So how are we feeling? Darcy Moore up, ping the hammy. I'll put it in the vault that Darcy Moore will call it quits this year. Do you guys agree with that, or you reckon he's going to? Hmm, um, do you guys agree with that, or do you reckon he'll try and play on? Paul's saying no, he's going to go for the dollars. Wouldn't be surprised, but yeah, yeah. If he's mate, fucking oath, I reckon it's over for Darcy Moore, man. It's not only the hammy, mate. He cops concussions as well. So another concussion and he's gone as well. So even if he tries to um, come back, good day, amused magpie. Good to see a new name in the chat there. Benny, I was just talking about Darcy Moore, whether he's gonna, what his future is, whether he might call it quits. I put it in the vault on my pre-game stream that I reckon he'll just nip it in the bud and say I can't do this shit anymore. What do you reckon about that,
Interesting.
mate?
I think him personally, he'll have a crack.
Mm,
There's money involved in a contract, obviously. I don't know when his contract runs out or any of that. I think
mm,
he'll try to get himself right and capture that. I think that's just call it selfish or call it whatever. I
mm,
think he'll have a crack. I
mm,
think you could just about put in the vault that the captaincy goes to someone else, Bruzzy or
mm.
Nick.
Yep.
And we can debate all day about those two, but I'd be happy with either. Honestly, I couldn't care
Yeah.
less which one. There's
Mm,
pros and cons. Yeah, I think he'll
yep.
play on. I think his best is done. Absolutely.
Fuck, he's contracted till
You know what?
2028. Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
Mm.
So
Yeah, he's staying
yeah,
on.
He's probably staying then, right? I mean, if he walks, he gives up 2 years of money.
Not that it's a problem for him. His old man's in fucking mining in
Yeah,
fucking Arizona or some
yeah,
shit, mate.
yeah, yeah. But I think if he's not the captain, then there's a better chance that he plays on merit rather than just I'm the captain. So
Yeah.
that's good for us, I think. I don't care if he plays in the VFL because honestly, our defense is not a problem at the moment. It's so good. I'm stoked with how we're performing. Having backup would be nice, and I know Howie's, if it's not his last year, he's only got one more. I'd say, it'd be hard. A brave man to bet he plays 2 more years. Howie, I mean, yeah. So I just feel like by then we'll have some guys coming through. Hopefully, we see something out of Puncher. Then there's Cochrane and Howes as well coming through. You could argue TJ, but I don't know. He's definitely an unknown quantity. If at best, I think, if we're describing his performances. Yes, I would say he plays on, would be my guess, like 99%.
Yep, I agree.
First kombucha of the day.
All right.
Starting early.
Yeah, I was waiting for that to be brought up, kombucha.
Yeah, we've got lemon, lime, and bitters low bros today.
Yeah.
Low bros, get on board with Mick and go on, send him some sponsorship stuff. That's free advertising, right? Gold right there. Gets mentioned in the chat enough times.
I know, mate. Yeah. I got to get my act together, Benny. I made a big call to to Cass a few months ago. I would have visible abdominal muscles by January. And now I've been, I'm very far from that, but I've been on a keto diet for the last fucking probably 2 months, and I have lost I've only lost about 5 kilos, but I feel so much better, man.
That's the key, mate. You want to live
Yeah,
longer? Fix your nutrition. That's
yeah,
that's the number one key for most
yeah,
things. And you work on everything else after that. But nutrition's the priority, mate, and
yeah,
rest as proper sleep.
yeah. That's another thing, proper sleep, mate. Because I work night shifts, it's kind of a bit irregular.
Yeah.
But the diet, no problem. It's about the the thing is I'm not working out enough. I'm doing cardio, but I really got to get on the weights. But I found
Yeah.
with the keto, I haven't been as strong as I thought I would be, and I'm thinking, what the fuck's going on here?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
When you get to that mid 40s, mate, you have to use it or you lose it. That's a simple sort of
yeah,
equation. I'm the same. Like if I take a week or two off now, a week is good, but if I take 2 weeks off, that first session back, it's like, oh, I get the delayed muscle soreness so much quicker, and I hate it.
yeah,
I hate that feeling. I'm not a gym junkie in that way, where I like the pump and that feel. I just like to be
yeah,
strong, mate, and the rest of my life. So
yeah,
yeah, you gotta lift the weights, mate. It's important, and you'll delay your age. You'll delay the deterioration of your muscles, your bones, all these sort of things. You don't have to be silly about it either. You don't have to go crazy. Just move
nah,
weight
man.
and just progress yourself a little bit. Yeah, mate.
Functional.
Doesn't have
All
to
you need
be.
is yeah. Like people get too caught up in the aesthetic about it. Yeah, oh, I want to look great. That's a
Yeah.
bonus, mate. Just aim for
Yes.
functional strength. Functional strength, man. So
Yep.
you're capable of lifting something heavy if you need to, or exerting yourself in a situation. That's all you just got to aim for, mate. Just get better at progressive overload. Just get better and better each time, and you'll look good as a result. Just don't focus on looking good. Like that's what fucking shits me at these gyms, mate. You go there, you got all these fucking prima donnas taking selfies of themselves. It's like, come on, boys.
Yeah. In my gym out the back here, there's no mirrors. We don't do that. If I'm coaching someone, I'm coaching them, not the mirror. So
Yeah,
that's just how we operate. And yeah,
yeah,
look, I'm always function and form over the looks, the aesthetics, or
yeah,
athletics over aesthetics. You could say it that way.
yeah.
Um, and yeah, you're right. It comes good. I mean, I'm up and down all year, whether you can see any ab muscles or not.
Mm,
But underneath, at least I know I could lift
mm,
150 kilos without warming up. That's what's important if I ever have to do it.
mm.
Carry someone if they need help, things like that.
Yeah, yeah. Or someone needs some help. Um, you know,
Moving a fridge.
yeah, it's no problem. Yeah. All
Yeah.
right, so we've started the second half here. We've got confirmation from people in the chat that the Rue Smith has been ruled out with concussion for the rest of the game. So Co's going to have to do a solo man job in the ruck. McCarthy will probably help him, but he won't be doing much. Voidoid to get abs. He worked out to the point of obsession and ate nothing.
Yeah,
Fuck it
it's
hell.
true. If that's what you want, you have to be 100% committed to it.
Yeah. The only reason I said it was because I've never had it. So I've never, like, even in my younger days, I've always had like a bit of, belly fat, and I've all my life, and it was just something to, you know, say, but I'm not, you know, but as the weather gets better, I'll be more motivated, mate. In the middle of winter, there's no fucking desire to fucking drive to the gym, mate.
Mm.
But,
Yeah,
but
it
I've got a
helps
little,
having
I've
my
got,
own gym at home.
yeah. But that's the thing. I've got a little setup here in the garage as well. There's enough here, mate. There's a bench with fucking a barbell, and I've got dumbbells, mate. What else do you
All you need
need,
is a barbell. Yep. All you need is a barbell, mate. Every household should have them. That's what Tommy
man?
Hafey said to me. You need a
Mm.
barbell and two dumbbells, and that's what every
Yeah,
household needs. And you go from
yeah,
there.
yeah. Even there's enough shit, like there's enough fucking body weight exercises you can do, mate.
Yeah.
Push ups and fucking all that stuff.
I remember when I was, this is 15 years ago now, when I was around about 8% body fat
Mm.
without actually measuring perfectly. But it
Wow.
was, martial arts 6 times a week, yoga
Yeah.
twice a week, weights
Mm.
4 times a week,
Wow.
a sprint session every week. It was, my body was never so stuffed, and I feel it today.
Another easy goal to Brisbane. And this is officially an absolute belting. 8% body fat. I heard that can be unhealthy. Is that true, Benny?
Look, it depends. If you if you do it the bodybuilder way for like where you're competing and
Yeah.
you're dehydrating yourself and things like that, it's bad.
Mm.
And there's some research to suggest you can be more susceptible to like the cold and other things like that. I
Yeah.
don't think it's because you're at 8% or whatever it is under 10, because I've lived at under 10 for a long time as well in the past, and
Mm.
I didn't notice it. I think it's the
Yeah.
strain you put on your body to try
Mm.
and get that that superhero physique that just
Mm.
it wears you out. And I think
Yeah.
that makes you susceptible to illness and things like that. The fact
Mm.
that you've got low body fat as the variable, I don't think
Mm.
inherently makes you sick or more
Mm.
susceptible to not being healthy. In
Mm.
women, though, it can change and mess with your hormones a bit,
Okay.
and it depends what they supplement to. But I've
Mm.
heard in girls low body fat, certain things aren't
Mm.
regular and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
But we don't have to worry about that.
All right. Pies are streaming forward now. And Hayes, nice mark. Will Hayes
Beautiful.
will be having a shot from about 40 out, directly in front. And let's make some predictions. What's going to happen here? I am saying he's going to kick this, and the umpire will move slightly to his right. That's what I'm thinking for this.
Curved. Yeah. Yep, I think he'll get it. And I love the way he had his arms up above his head there. That's a good sign.
Yeah, after the shoulder injury.
Yep.
Oh, he's just missed it to the right. Very inaccurate, the Pies. 3 goals, 10, is it? Oh, shit, I better get the scores back up there. On supplements, Benny, as someone who uh, you know works out regularly, what supplements do you use personally? For me,
I'm honestly a
it's
not
just
very high supplement person, but I take
no,
protein powder, obviously. Um, Back in the day, creatine here and there, and I'm currently
yep,
taking creatine, but it was a discussion I had with Anthony about concussion and headaches and things like that, and how
yep,
it can help. So I'm actually
yep.
having on creatine at the moment to sort of
Okay,
see if it
yeah,
helps with my headaches and how that all goes.
okay,
Other than that, mate, I don't really take even a multivitamin unless I'm feeling a bit under the weather. I try to get it
yeah,
through my food,
yeah, yeah,
but there's nothing wrong with that because you just whatever your body doesn't use when it comes to multivitamins and that, your body just excretes it through going to the toilet and all that. So
yeah.
if that's what people are into, they can. But honestly, I would call supplementing chasing 5%. If
Mm,
you're eating chips and burgers and all this other stuff constantly and not getting all the good nutrients in, you're leaving
mm.
50% on the table to chase 5 to 10%. You get what I mean?
Okay, yep, yeah, yep,
So that's the stuff to get right first.
mm,
And your sleep. That's the biggest
mm,
supplement of all.
yep. What do you call it? Is it REMs? What's that? Is that like deep sleep? What do you need?
REM sleep,
7
yeah.
REM?
Rapid
Yeah,
eye
8 hours.
movement. Yeah.
What's that? 8 hours?
Yes.
7 hours?
Look, some people will say a minimum of 6, which I
Mm,
agree with. That should be the absolute minimum. But
mm,
I quite often find for me, 90-minute cycles is roughly
yep,
how your brain does it. So if you
yep,
end up on sort of 6 or 7.5 hours, that's a good
mm,
range. You're not going to
yep,
be,
mm,
I don't think you'll come back as unhealthy.
yeah. Uh, yeah, we cannot buy a golf. Teagle just missed another one there.
Yeah, Paulie, I'm doing 10 milligrams a day at the moment, just so it doesn't make me feel bloated or mess with my digestion. And that's a 5 in the morning, 5 at night, just mixed in with my everyday drink. And I'll
What's
see
his
how it
creatine?
goes, and I might increase it. Yeah. This is for my head
Yeah,
because they say you have
yeah,
to. Yeah, and
mm,
I've looked into the dosage, and so is Cass, and I'm just sort of
yeah,
experimenting with it now for myself
yeah,
to see if it makes a difference. Not getting kicked in the head at jits accidentally really helps as
yeah,
well.
mm,
Kind of pointless if I get a knock to the head.
yeah. What does creatine actually do? Like, I've only heard good things about it. So I take it every day with my dinner, along with as MD as swears by zinc. I take zinc and
Yeah, zinc's good.
vitamin D and what's the other one? Fucking what else do I take?
Yeah.
What is it?
So
Uh,
creatine in its I'll give you the layman's explanation. Yeah, your
yep,
body has a system called the ATP system, right? And it's or slash anaerobic. It leads into the anaerobic, and that leads to the
yep,
aerobic system. That's why as you run or do
mm,
cardio, you feel good at
mm,
first and energetic, and then you start to breathe heavy because your body is switching systems. All right, so that's real
yep,
simple terms. The creatine supplements those first system to be able to push longer. Say when you need to move loads in the
mm,
gym, it gives you that
yep,
energy to be able to push your body a bit further. That's a simple explanation of it. It's far deeper than that, and it's about how
Yeah.
energy particles break apart in your body,
Yeah.
creatine, phosphate, and things like that, to break apart and give energy within your muscles, because that's where it's stored.
Yeah.
And your body takes time to naturally replenish it.
Yeah.
So by supplementing it, you sort of over time saturate the muscles a bit more with it, so it's there to be used. So on its own, in terms of athleticism and that, it'll just sit there and not help you. You have to work out for it. But
Yeah.
for the side, or the what you'd call off script,
Yeah.
or in more modern research, what they're showing how it can help you with your brain function and no cloudiness and other things. I need to look into that more myself, but
Yeah.
it's there's benefits there. And the thing is, it's so well researched that if you take it and it does nothing for you that you can even notice, at least it's not doing bad things. The worst that'll happen is you take a bit too much and you feel a bit bloated. It can mess with your digestive system a bit, which is why when I sort of go on it, I sort of slowly taper in.
Yeah.
So I, like Paulie said, 10 to 15 milligrams. Yeah, that's probably where you should be at. I'm just
Does
working
it?
my way up to it now.
Yeah. Does it occur naturally in any foods? Creatine, or is it a? Do you know?
Not in amounts that will make a difference.
Okay. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
kind of like protein. It's a lot easier to get protein into your body with
Yeah.
just like, say, a whey protein,
Yeah.
like that. But if you want to get it in, you have to basically wait till your body makes it or replenishes it. So that's why I'm not even 100% sure how they produce it,
Yeah.
out there. But I mean, does it really matter?
Yeah.
But it's you sort of, your body naturally produces it, and when you eat certain foods like red meat, things like that, your body can
Yeah.
help produce it, but it's just not as quick as supplementing it. And honestly, most of the time during my heaviest workout times, I haven't really used it. I've just relied on just getting the job done. But
Yeah.
yeah, so Stephanos just said you get it from steaks. Exactly, it sort of comes
Yeah.
in, but you have to eat so much of it. And I eat a lot of steak, so
Yeah.
there's that.
Yeah. I would have thought that because
Yeah.
the creata, that means meat in Greek. So it's where it's obviously a component of meat that
What's the
it's
word?
come
What's the word, Mick? I
from.
missed that.
Creata, creata,
Ah,
yeah,
okay,
it means meat in Greek.
cool.
So I thought
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah. And someone who's MD's saying in carrots as well. There you go. Yeah,
I
just
think it's an extract from carrots. Yeah, could be. Yeah, I'm not really au fait in the manufacturing process of how it all goes.
yeah. Nate Harrison Co took another intercept earlier as Brisbane. Don't tell me they kick another goal there. Nah, he got it.
Hey,
Fuck.
so
Yeah.
I was going to ask Paul, who was just saying that sort of he sort of takes it. How do
Yeah.
you find it for your head, mate? Do you take it for like clarity or for headaches or anything like that? Because I love it when I can find someone who's been through it and can sort
Yeah.
of, oh yeah, that helped me. Because that's my goal at the minute. It's to fix up here a little bit, just
Yeah.
from.
Yeah. And Jeanette's asking, she's having trouble sleeping, and she's thinking of trying melatonin. I would go that route, Jeanette. Please do not try sleeping pills or anything like that.
Oh no way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Melatonin, it's even safe for kids in tiny amounts for like
Yeah.
hyperactive kids who can't sleep. It's
Yeah.
a well-known thing. It's a bit more regulated now in Australia as of this year, I think.
Yeah.
For a while there, you could just buy it and have it ordered in, and then it became a bit more pharmacy, and you had to have sort of a doctor's script in a way. I don't know if it's still that way, but I remember for a period earlier this year, it was a bit more controlled. I don't know the situation now. No, I haven't done caffeine, Jimmy. I'll give you guys the short version. About 10 years ago, when I was training MMA, I had my neck twisted, and I had got an injury in my neck, dissected my artery, and it caused a stroke in my brain, obviously.
Mm.
So that set me back a fair bit, and as a result, I get inflammation, and to try and stay on top of it. That's why I do keto, because it's low
Mm.
inflammation diet for your body,
Mm.
and that's helped significantly, probably more than anything else that I've tried. Yeah, I don't know, caffeine. It'd be interesting to see, because I don't drink coffee. Whether that would set me off, I don't know what sort of reaction I'd have.
Mm.
You're
Fuck
speaking
me.
my language, Steph. I love to be natural.
Mm. Saxena's busy as, but he's probably kicked about 3 or 4 behinds, I reckon.
I made Voidoid a promise about Saxena before, and I haven't had a chance. I was getting ready then.
Mm. Yeah, not much to talk about, but Harrison Coe took a nice contested mark earlier, as did Charlie West.
Good second effort.
Yes.
That was a good bit of play under pressure, Mick.
Yeah. Someone said in the chat earlier, will come out in this second half and give it a go, but they've kicked 2 goals to 0. So, but it looks like we're trying. Yeah, let's try to do something different.
Yeah, Westy's getting up the ground.
It's a good field kick, West, isn't he?
Awesome, thanks, Paul. I'm definitely on a bit of a journey with it for my head now, so I'm gonna keep at it and see where I can get.
Mm. Benny, I'm
The
just going
best
to
thing,
fill up my. I'm just going to
so
fill up my
safe.
mate. Benny, I'm just going to fill up
Awesome.
my coffee. I'll be back in half a minute, mate.
Hey, Chris, I just reckon we've pilfered our team of a fair bit of talent. Angry, Long, if you want to call him talented. We've taken them out in recent weeks, and the midfield seems to be struggling a hell of a lot. And when it goes down forward, we're missing those opportunities, mate. I mean, we've got 12 behinds, they've got 12 goals. It's bad kicking is bad footy, no matter where it is on the ground. There you go, and you kick it into the forward line like that, and it's going to get spoiled every time. If our boys do that, if our boys do that this afternoon, we're going to cop the same treatment as we've done all year at times. Yeah, Paul. Anthony only just sort of recommended it to me in the last couple of weeks. It kind of went over my head. The newer research on head function. But as soon as you said it, I was like, oh, it rang a bell because of sort of how the brain works and everything. I thought, oh yeah, why not? And there's no downside, so I'm just going to sort of creep my dose up, and so far my guts are fine. So I think I'll sort of get to that dose you were talking about, and at least I know I'm not. There's just no bad side to it. It's so well researched over time, and it's cheap too. That's the good thing. You don't need expensive pharmaceuticals for some things. You can get away with something that's cheap and works. All right, another shot on goal. Difficult one. Yeah, Buzz Swaddling, he's not in the side anymore. Yeah, Jan, just talking about creatine and how I haven't taken it much throughout my life. But just recently I've gotten back into it, and it's for the goal of sort of helping my sort of the inflammation in my head and things like that. And a miss. There you go, Mick. I've tried to keep us going.
Yeah. Uh, Fucking hell, huh? 3 goals, 13. Wow.
I know. I was just telling Chris, you take a
Mm.
bunch of talent out of the side,
Yeah.
and this is what you can expect. But then bad kicking in front of goal is the ultimate.
Mm.
You pay the price. Here we go. Pods from the pocket.
What's he going to do, Voidoid? Oh, he's going to pass it to Charlie West. There you go.
Deadeye Charlie, come on. You're fighting for it, mate. You gotta show us.
We're all backing you, Charlie. We're all saying you should be in the ones, mate.
Yeah.
He doesn't look that big on the eye, does he?
Oh, mate, I saw him in person and he's big.
Yeah,
The other one who surprised me was Ed Allen. When I saw him up close, I went, wow, if I wanted to run up and
yeah,
tackle him now, I'm going to have to
yeah,
use 100% technique and 100% strength because
yeah,
he's just a unit, an absolute unit. I appreciated it when he was on the field and you see him on TV and in person, but up close, I
yeah,
went, wow, what a machine.
yeah.
Right on, Charlie. Yeah, if you look at our scoreboard, the opportunities have been there. And I know a few of them have been shockers and rushed, but
Mm.
the kicks on goal are not three scoring shots difference. We're not even half their score.
Mm.
You'd expect better. I always make the argument: it doesn't matter if you miss the kick in front of goal or miss the kick before that kick. It's a bad kick, and you'll pay the price either way.
Mm. Okay. Looking forward to a Gate 3 chat with you, Paul, next time we're at the G, as Saxena takes a mark and he'll kick from about 40 directly in front. Yeah, mate. I
Paul
don't.
sounds like an amazing guy to chat with.
Yeah, you got bone broth, turmeric.
Yeah, turmeric. I used to take that a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it tastes like shit though, doesn't it? That's that
Oh
orange
yeah,
stuff.
you mix it
Yeah,
in with something. I used to mix it in
yeah,
with my porridge back in the day, just to try and
yeah,
disguise the
yeah.
the horrible taste. But it's such a powerful earthy
Mm,
taste.
yeah.
But because I can't take anti-inflams like Voltaren, there we
Mm,
go.
easy
Not
still.
not to be Saxena. Yeah, I used to because I got just stomach problems. I can't
Yeah.
take like Voltaren and stuff like that. So I was like, yeah, I'll take some like natural
Mm,
anti-inflammatory sort of things, and that was one
mm,
of them. With
mm,
I don't know if it worked or not for me. Maybe I would have been worse if
mm.
I didn't.
Yeah. Peter,
Yeah, and the
sorry.
bone broth mix,
Yeah.
really good.
Paul, you're saying Thomas DeLauer. That's familiar. He's a YouTuber that talks about nutrition. Would I be correct with that? Gives us. I'm pretty sure I've heard that, seen that name in my YouTube feeds. Fuck.
Yeah, Stephanos, you should see how much broccoli and broccolini I eat, mate. It's ridiculous. Yeah, my fridge is full of it. I eat it. I can eat it raw too because I just a little bit of balsamic or something, and I just down
Yeah,
it. And because it's you really can't eat so much broccoli
yeah,
that it becomes a carbohydrate and knocks you out of keto. You'll vomit first.
yeah.
Um,
Mm,
yeah, no, I don't have celiac, mate. No, nothing like that.
mm.
Um, yeah, but broccoli and cauliflower are staples, along with pumpkin, less so
Yep,
in my diet
yep,
because they just you'd have to eat a truckload to knock me out of keto.
yep. Uh,
Protein, eggs and
mushrooms,
steak for me.
mushrooms. You like
Mushrooms,
your
yeah, love
mushies?
mushies,
Yep,
spinach, capsicum,
yep.
those sort of things. Yeah.
What about dairy, mate? Cheese and butter?
Butter, yes, I have heaps of butter. I don't
Yep,
have milk anymore because it's the lactose kicks you out. I love milk though; it's one of the things I miss
mm,
the most.
yep,
Cheeses, I'm just not big into cheese, other than your mozzarellas and that sort of thing.
yep,
And where do they normally go? On a pizza and other things
yeah,
like that. So I
yeah,
kind of just don't get it in. And in terms
yeah.
of your board type cheeses, it's just
Mm,
not. Uh, It's just not in my wheelhouse how I like it.
Yeah,
Like my wife loves it, my mum loves it. Just
yeah.
not for me.
Starches,
Better. Say
starches like
again?
potato, starches
Yeah,
like potato.
I can't have
No,
potato. It kicks me
yeah,
out of keto too quick. Yeah.
yeah.
Sweet
Okay.
potato as well. I could have a little
Mm,
bit, but it's not
mm,
worth it.
mm.
Yeah.
Isn't pumpkin a starch?
Yes, but way less so than potato and sweet potato. So
Okay.
I can have a good size of pumpkin. So if I get like a quarter of a Kent pumpkin, cut that in
Yeah,
half to an eighth, roast that up,
yeah,
I could eat
yeah,
that for a dinner. And depending on what I've done during the day, food wise, it won't kick me out.
yeah.
Remember, with mine, I'm pretty conservative. I sometimes go under 30 grams of carbohydrates.
Wow.
50 I know I can do, but I aim
Yeah,
lower just in case I
yeah,
creep over, miscalculate. So it gives me
yeah,
a bit of a buffer. Some people do under 100. So it just
yeah,
depends. I just make it a
yeah.
sure thing. And I don't have cheat
Benny.
days.
Yeah, I know. I know you abhor cheat days, but I've lost 5 kilos in 2 months. I know that's very slow, but and
It's perfect, mate.
I've been I've been aiming for under 50 grams of carbs from Tuesday to Saturday. Every Sunday is a cheat day, but it's
Yeah.
not like I'm eating crap for the whole day. I keep it to a
Yeah, yeah,
cheat
yeah.
meal kind of thing. Like I'll have
Yeah.
like
And
fucking like a plate of
depending on
tortellini
what
carbonara or
yeah,
something.
yeah.
Uh,
Depending on what you have, it might not even knock you out of it. It just depends.
yeah,
The thing
yeah,
is, if you have a true cheat day every week, which
yeah,
would be, let's say your cheat day takes you out of ketosis, right? Well, then you're looking
yeah,
at another 2 or 3 days minimum to get back into it. So
yeah,
then you get 3 days on it and then
yeah,
you knock out again. So you're really only
yeah,
getting half the time that you would otherwise of the fat
yeah,
burning process, which is what we're doing. Yeah, in terms of weight loss, that's the idea. That's what you're doing it for.
yeah,
And for other people, it can be longer to get back into it. Just depends.
yeah,
I'm about 3 days myself.
yeah,
So if you can extend it to once every 2 weeks, the
yeah,
benefits will accelerate even
yeah,
more.
yeah. I know that,
I'm not
but
against cheat days. It's just I'm because
yeah,
I'm doing it for my head, not for my weight.
yeah, okay,
Um,
yeah, yeah,
that's kind of why I try not to knock
yeah,
myself out of it.
yeah. What I try and do, like I try and do a 24-hour fast on the Monday.
Perfect.
If it's not a 24-hour, it's at least a six or an 18-hour, and that's after the cheat day. Yeah. So
Yeah,
yeah, and
that
I
helps.
reckon,
Definitely helps,
yeah,
mate.
yeah, after
Depletes the
that
glycogen in your
fast,
body.
yeah, after that fast, I reckon 2 days after it, I always feel fantastic for some. I don't know what it is, but yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Fasting's good. I do quite often the 16 and 8.
yeah,
Yeah, I just eat
yeah,
between lunch and dinner. That's
mm,
most days, and it just saves me time really. Because
mm,
you don't feel hungry on keto. That's the cool thing. It takes you days
mm,
to feel hungry
yeah,
if you're truly
yeah,
there.
yeah,
You don't get the tummy rumble at all.
mm. And
I sometimes
I don't,
force calories
yeah,
in.
yeah, and I don't miss eating breads. Like I can't believe I ate that much bread. I'm like, I don't miss that at all. It's like, what was, the, you know, I can't believe what the fascination for me was for breads, mate. I don't miss it at all. And you can have like these keto-friendly wraps you can have, yeah. And I've just been doing
Yeah,
that, and like you can have two of them, and it gets you nowhere near the 50 gram, it's the
yeah.
maximum,
You can,
you know.
my problem with the keto wraps is most of them taste crap, but you can get these
Hmm.
pumpkin wraps at some places and they go all right. But you still got to be
Okay.
careful because they mush a lot of it into it. And I'm not
Hmm.
100% sure what else goes in. So I prefer to eat stuff where you know what the original shape was. Does that make sense? And it still
Yeah.
looks that way.
Hmm. That's the way to go. Typical Spike. Dieting has become too complicated. Lost nearly 30 kilos since September. No gimmicks, no diets, no fads. Just simple portion control and resistance training mixed with walking. There you go.
Yep. At
Sometimes we
the end of the day,
overcomplicate it, man. We
yeah,
overcomplicate
at
it
the end of the day,
sometimes.
calorie deficit is what counts for weight loss at the end of the day, mate. If you
Mm.
want to lose it, you have to. Now, there are methods and tricks for your brain to be able to get through
Mm.
that. A lot of
Mm.
people do keto because they don't get cravings after a week or so,
Yeah.
because your sugar levels are all balanced and everything.
Mm.
Yeah, I definitely don't miss bread, but I miss pasta. And
Yeah.
and what comes with
Mm.
it, the flavors of the sauces that come with it, I
Yeah.
miss that. But that being said, a couple of times a year, I'll have mum will make me a lasagna for my birthday, say, and I'll have it. Boom.
Yeah.
Um,
Mm.
or we'll go to for Mother's Day, we'll go to a special restaurant with my mum, and they'll make
Mm.
Italian pasta, homemade from scratch, and I'll
Yeah.
have that, and that's it. Just the
Mm.
meal, walk away. Don't
What?
do a sugary dinner with it or anything, or a dessert
Mm.
with it. You just go, yep, I'll have that delicious thing. Then
Mm.
boom, I move away from it. You don't think about it again.
What about pizza, mate? You've got a bit of Italian in you, mate.
Yeah, yeah, I
Pizza,
love pizza. Yeah, that's hard. I can tell you what I've done in the past, mate, is if I'm at an event and I know it's a pizza thing for dinner, when the
man.
pizza comes in, I scrape the topping off, and it's
Yeah.
selective. It has to be a particular thing. Can't be meat lovers with barbecue sauce stacked on it, right?
Mm.
I'll scrape
Yeah.
the top off and eat the top of the pizza and just leave the dough. And people look at me like I'm the biggest idiot. And I agree. I probably am a bit of an idiot. But it's either that
Mm.
or I bring my own food.
Mm.
So I just try and get involved. But I'll
Mm.
have like 2 or 3 slices of just whatever's on top
Mm.
and cut it with a knife and fork, and that's me. I just won't eat. I'll eat something else. I'll bring some pork crackling or something and just chew on it. Like biltong jerky sort of stuff,
Okay.
things like that. So you just fill yourself up
Yeah.
on that.
A lot of people talk about like beef jerky and all that. Every time I look at the wrapper, they always put fucking a lot of preservatives and shit in there, don't
Yeah.
they? Can you?
Yeah,
Is there one you can
there
get
you go.
that's not preservative with no preservatives,
Yeah,
or is that
there's a few brands out there. You can look at one that
yeah?
I use is called Naked Biltong. They do
Okay.
they do some pretty good stuff. It doesn't last as long, and that's the key. It'll only
Hmm.
you might have a packet life of 2 months, whereas
Yeah.
true jerky that you get on the shelf at the supermarket, it's designed to sit there for a year or something, so that
Mm.
it's they can sell it over time and not no
Mm.
wastage. But
Yeah.
if you get that, I think biltong's it's more moist as well. Still
Mm.
has some tenderness in it.
Yeah.
So look them up and find one that's a bit better for you, that they don't add crap. You can get it where they just have a bit of salt and pepper on it, and that's all you need.
Mm.
Um,
Mm. There you go. There's a brand called Jerky Co. that I'd recommend. Paul says people think he's a robot. No one ever sees him eat.
I imagine for your job, Paul, not having to stop and eat all the time, especially if you're out and about back in the
Mm.
day. Um, if you're out and about, not having to, let's go and pull over for some lunch, whatever, that's
Mm.
probably helpful for you. You can just go all day
Mm.
and think, I don't feel it. That's the best thing. I can be on site and I don't realize,
Mm.
I'm starving. I got to stop for lunch. You don't. You just feel good, and you go. Sometimes I get
Mm.
to the end of the day and go, crap. I've got to eat some more calories here. I don't want to be too under
Mm.
and
Mm.
and not feed my muscles.
Can I ask a question for typical Spike? Olive oil. What brand can I get, man? Because you hear a lot of stories about olive oil, and it's not really olive oil. They put other oils in. You know, that's a big fucking scam. Please give me a recommendation on one that is guaranteed that it's real extra
Oh,
virgin
geez.
olive oil. Yeah.
I couldn't
What do you
guarantee
use?
you. Do you?
Do you use a particular brand, Benny?
I use coconut oil at the moment, and I use the
Okay.
macro brand. Yeah, for
Okay.
most
Yep.
of my cooking. That's
Yep.
steak now as well.
Yep.
There's Cobram Estate, which is pretty good, I believe. Pretty
Yep.
expensive, but I
Yep.
believe that's really good. There you go, typical Spike. I use Cobram Estate. That's good. And they have a garlic one, which is really yummy too, from
Yep.
memory.
Yep.
Look, there's probably a few out there, but yeah, I
Yep.
use at the moment. I use coconut oil. and I use the hard stuff, so it's not even in an oil state at room temperature. It's like the side of a coconut. You got to scrape it off and cook it. And thing is with oil as well, when you cook with it, you can't get it too hot because that's when it becomes a little carcinogenic. There's Westy, good mark. Oh, not a mark. God damn it.
Must be dark tinted to know that it's olive oil. Right. Tell you what, mate, Harrison Coe's taken a few marks.
Yep. Yeah, I've got some Cobram Estate in the cupboard. I know that for sure. We used to have the garlic one, and cook some steaks in that. But we did the method where you would wipe it on the steak and cook it that way rather than pour it in the pan.
Okay. I cook my steaks with butter. I use butter as oil.
Yeah, so I use coconut oil to get it going, and then I reckon with 4 minutes to go, probably 2 minutes to go on the last side, I add the butter in and a couple of herbs and things just to get your fragrance, as they call it in the fancy restaurants. And the butter, I just spoon it over the top, and that just and that becomes the sauce as well. Lots of fats.
Can someone enlighten me on ghee? What I hear about it all the time. What do you use ghee for? GHEE.
Yeah, I'll have to try that. I have heard of it. That and tallow. I haven't cooked with it myself, but I've been meaning to. But I get caught in this pattern where I make something and it's working really well. And it's the thing I told you about my favourite steak place before footy. I'd love to try the other ones around, but I'm scared they'll suck and ruin my day. So I stick to what I know. But I could be missing out on something better. So I really want to I really want to branch out into like tallow and things like that and try it. But I'm just got to find a day maybe where I'm by myself and I just cook a steak by myself and try it, and I don't stuff it up and annoy my wife.
Yeah. Yeah, I never use spreadable butter. It's always that block of butter that I use.
I'm going to try ghee, mate.
Ghee is used in all. Yeah, I know Indian friends of mine have mentioned it to me, and I've never really known what it was. Yeah.
All right. This week I'm going to cook a steak with that, and I'm going to get back to you. Done.
But what is it, Void and Paul? What actually is ghee? Is it kind of like a dairy product like butter, or is it an oil? I've got no idea what it is. I suppose I could just Google it, but I'm just using Magpie Army Chronicles GBT.
Chat Mac.
Anything you need to know, mate, just consult the chat.
I reckon we've done more information about nutrition today than footy.
Yeah.
That's how bad our team's going. 4 goals.
That's what happens when you're getting belted.
Yeah, Stephanos, mate. My favourite thing, I go down to Bruno's Quality Meats up the road here, and I get a grade 12 plus marbles Scotch fillet, and I just love it, mate. The more fat, the more marbling.
Yeah.
It can cost me $60 a steak, but it's bloody good.
It shits me when people say, "Oh, cut the fat off." What are you fucking talking about, man?
Fucking get out of here with that. Get out of here.
All right. So ghee is clarified butter, and so it's very concentrated. Okay. All right.
Yeah, cool. Done. I'm getting some this week, Voidoid. Yeah, Chris, I think I'm a bad influence. I've taken it off topic, mate. Where Shawnee would have kept it on track about footy. I've allowed Mick to let it get out of hand a bit too much.
It's all good, man. It's all good. Look, if the team was absolutely flying and we had heaps to talk about, we'd be concentrating on the footy. But this is what
Yeah.
happens, mate. We've only kicked fucking 4 goals.
Two kilograms of ghee at Costco. I got one near me at Mentone, so I'm going to go there and get some. That'll last a while.
Mhm.
I suppose I should try it first, right? See if I like it. Taste wise, does it just taste like
Yeah,
butter, guys?
yeah. Tell us what it tastes like. If it tastes like butter, then I'm all in because I fucking love butter, man.
I'm a little bit excited about this, Mick, to be honest. Like, I'm kind of
Yeah.
keen. I'm thinking, oh, I'll go down now and get some and cook one before dinner. I'm now a bit excited. Nutty butter. There you go. Yeah, I'm in.
Okay. Another goal to Brizzy. No, no. Ryan marked it.
Geez, mellow lamb cutlets have gone up in price over the years, haven't they? $40 to feed my family, the minimum. And that's like if the kids only have one each. Well, I haven't been to Costco in a while. They might have them a bit better.
What's your what's your steak order, Benny? I did have a steak with you at that place. What's that place called on South Bank?
Breslin.
The
Breslin.
Breslin. Yeah, it was a
I think next
magnificent
time,
steak. Mm.
yeah, it's good. Next time we'll go to Meat and Wine Co. It's just a little bit further up. We just
Okay.
need a bit more time because they take a bit longer
Okay.
just to prepare it and stuff. It's a bit more, it's a bit fancier, and you don't get the view. What I like about Breslin is you can just look out at the world and watch it
Yeah.
all go by. So it's kind of a good location. But we'll try the other one
Mm.
because I know they're good too.
Mm.
I'm a Scotch fillet, mate. That's if I
Yeah.
see a good Scotch fillet on the menu, that'll be my go-to.
Yeah. Yeah.
Occasionally a porterhouse,
Mm.
and depending on where it is, I don't mind an eye fillet. I cook eye fillets for
Yeah.
myself, but they're obviously really
Yeah.
good for protein, less
Yeah.
fatty. Bloody expensive though. And I think
You.
after if I've got a lot of time and it's not a busy day and all that, and if there's someone to share it with, I might get a tomahawk. But I
Okay.
probably prefer the Scotch fillet ahead of that.
Yeah.
You just get a bit less
Mm.
grizzle. They trim it off a bit more.
Yeah. As Will Hayes scores a goal, and it was a great kick
Well
actually.
done,
He,
Hazy.
he hit it from just inside 50. So yeah.
Good boy.
Uh, yeah, I'm a Scotch fillet guy too, and medium rare. That's the way to go, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. My wife likes blue steak, but she's
Yeah.
moved away from it more
Loose
recently
steak.
because,
Yeah.
yeah, she's crazy, mate. You've got to be pretty talented to cook it well. And
Yeah.
look, it's too fiddly for me when I'm trying to cook
Yeah.
mine and the kids and everything. So it's like,
Mm.
so she has a medium rare now as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, she was big into that.
Mm. You like organ meats, Ben? I love it. Like
Which one was
real
that? Sorry, I missed that.
organ meats, like obscure offal and all that sort of stuff. Yeah.
So
Uh,
because I had German grandparents, or back when I was a kid, they used to do big on the liverwurst and
oh,
stuff like that.
yeah.
But in general, no. That's probably one I used to, I guess,
Mm.
tolerate because it was there and
Mm.
like that
Mm.
pate type of stuff.
Yeah.
Bloody good for you.
Yeah.
But yeah, not really.
Mm. Yeah. I just when I was in Japan, there was this place that just had skewers of organ, offal and organs. So like I'm talking hearts, liver, brains,
Yeah,
intestines. They just purposefully. The menu just looked ridiculous, man, with all these. Yeah,
yeah.
from mate. I'm telling you, melt in your mouth kind of stuff, mate. It was that nice.
Yeah.
We just going
If
back,
they
mate.
nail it, yeah. If they
Yeah.
nail the preparation and all that.
Mm.
Stephanos, your diet looks amazing, mate. You're
Yeah,
speaking my language.
3 times a
I
week,
just
fish 3 times a week, chicken 3 times a week with 40 grams of rice every meal, plus lots of veggies. There you go.
I just dropped the rice out of that, and that's my
Mm.
my diet, mate. Simple foods that you can recognize, and yeah,
Mm.
it's simple stuff.
What's your go-to fish, Stephanos? I love me salmon. I love it.
Salmon for me too, mate.
And tuna, obviously. But
And I chop. Yeah, tuna's an easy one because it's in
yeah,
the tin,
yeah.
and I chop the tail bit
Mm.
of the skin on Tasmanian salmon, and my wife
Yeah.
loves that fatty bit on the end, so that's how I earn
Mm.
bonus points. I give her my share.
Okay. Great tackle by Brady Gray there. And we'll have a shot.
And the good thing is my kids like salmon too, so I'm like, oh, good, we
Mm.
can get him into that sort
Yeah,
of stuff.
yeah. Some people hate it. I can't believe it.
Yeah, I love smoked salmon too.
Yeah.
You can get some good stuff.
Flathead fillets for void oil. Goal to Brady Gray. Guys are making a bit of a run here. It's too late, too soon. Yeah, good to see us get a couple of goals. Sardines. I love sardines too. Sardines in extra virgin olive oil as well. Like Paul. There you go.
Hey, I think we might get a special guest, Christian Petrarca, stepping in soon, mate. The way we're talking about this.
Yeah. Stephanos gets away with 2 cheat meals, one Friday evening and Saturday evening at 55 years old. Mate, I'm
He's going to
having
live to
one
100, this lad.
I'm having one cheat meal and Betty's all over me like a cheap suit.
Sounds like Stephanos gets it right 100% of the time.
Yeah.
Um, for the
Mm,
rest of the time, though, and he's doing it right. Hey, why mess with
mm,
something that ain't broke, hey, Stephanos? If it's worked for you for 50 years, don't
mm.
change a damn thing, mate. That's what I say.
Is this true by Jimmy? Salmon is no good unless you can get wild salmon. Hard to come by in Australia. Uh, so the salmon that we usually get, that's probably from salmon farms, isn't it?
I guess so.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, it's still probably good, but you can't beat the wild
No.
Atlantic salmon. Yeah, because
Yeah. There's stuff.
I've had that overseas and it's chalk and cheese, mate. It's just fucking the best.
Yeah. Same as organic vegetables when it hasn't been sprayed and with, with
Mm.
with all sorts of crap. And I mean, tomatoes are basically manufactured these days to survive the trip from the farm to the shelf. So they're a bit
Wow.
extra sponginess to them, things like that. I used to train a
Mm.
couple of fruit shop owners, and they would tell me that they'd get in and the
Mm.
food they would buy compared to what Coles and all that would buy. Yeah, it was just different sort of product altogether in a way. These guys wouldn't touch the Coles stuff.
Mm.
Well, a lot of foods anyway. Yeah, that's right, Paul. I don't cheat on keto, mate. A couple times a
Mm.
year for a treat, and otherwise it's just months and months and months at a time. It's a
Mm.
lifestyle, not a diet.
Mm. Just getting back to the footy, one observation with Saxena, fuck, he's got to improve his ball handling. He fiddles around with it, paddling along a lot. Organic veggies, that's the thing, man. You just at supermarkets, it's just hard to get the good stuff.
I'll give you an example, right? And I love strawberries. It's one of the few fruits I can have now,
Yeah,
without busting the bank there,
yep,
the keto bank, I mean. And
mm,
they had these things called the sweetest batch strawberries, and they taste amazing, right? But I was
mm,
complaining to my wife and said, "This is what strawberries used to taste like by default." And
yep, okay,
now you
mm,
have to go get the premium strawberries from to taste like that because they're
mm,
imported from all over the world,
yep,
um,
mm,
just so that they're available all season, and they taste like, I don't know, they taste sort of soury. And yeah, I just
mm,
remember more often than not, your
mm,
basic everyday strawberry tasted amazing, and
mm,
you didn't have to be upsold to the premium ones.
yeah,
Um, and you'd go to places like Red Hill Strawberry Farm, and they just taste off the branch. They're just amazing. But
Yeah,
now they market them at $8 a bloody punnet for the premium ones to get that sweetness. It's like, well, this used to be the default. It's really annoying.
yeah. Um, Lyndon Sadiku, thoughts on Prindable boys? Prindables has got 18 posies halfway through the last quarter, mate. And look, hasn't set the world on fire, but as usual with Prindable, when he gets the ball, he usually uses it pretty well. Like he gets a good handball to someone to advantage, but he's had no help, man. And as you can see by the scoreline, we're getting absolutely belted. There's no big guy there to help us out, so it's been a lone hand. He's been trying, but yeah, still 18 posies by his first season. He's tracking fine. Noah House has been good, mate. He's taken heaps of intercepts. The ball's been going
Yeah.
down there a lot. And Will Hazen stepped up in this last quarter. He kicked the goal. He took a nice mark just earlier. And Di Mattia just scored a goal right now. And,
Well done.
yeah, that was a great piece of play, that. McCarthy
That
was
was excellent
involved
the
as
way we
well.
cut them up.
Yeah,
Sorry, Mick, I didn't mean to speak over you. Yeah, we cut
that's
them up
all
then. That
right. Mm, mm, yeah.
Yeah, Paulie, I can't stand the taste of blackberries. Raspberries, I can sometimes.
You hate
Um,
blackberries. Well,
oh yeah,
I
it
love
sucks.
them.
I know. I wish I loved them. I wish.
I love
Yeah,
blackberries
I
and
don't.
blueberries in Greek yogurt, as
Yeah,
Paul was saying, mate. Oh,
yeah, and I really hate that I'm not a fan of Greek yogurt either. So quite
oh
often
mate.
I just use thick cream, just sorry,
Yeah.
thickened cream, like just the normal stuff, and just
Okay.
have a bit of that with it, and that's just my
Mm,
dessert: strawberries and cream, mate, with maybe some nut mix or something.
mm,
A keto friendly one. Yeah.
yeah.
I
What
really
nuts
wish
can you
there was
have on
some
keto?
food.
Is it keto? Aren't
Ah,
nuts
almonds and a little
not
bit
good
of
for keto?
almonds and seeds sort of things, you can't have a
Yeah.
crap load of cashews or something like that.
Or
Um,
peanuts?
and
Yeah.
all fresh. Don't have roasted.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. You can get stuff out there like some mixes that are friendly, pumpkin
Mm,
seeds, things like that.
mm.
But there's some that I just don't like. And so it cuts me off. Same as Brussels sprouts. They're good for you, but I cannot stand the taste. They're just
You hate Brussels,
disgusting for me.
but you love broccoli and cauliflower.
Well, yeah, I don't know if I love them, but I don't mind them. But yeah, bloody
Mm,
Brussels sprouts. It's one of those vegetables that I wish I liked because they're
mm.
good. But I can't stand the smell of them even
Does anyone get their meat from a farmer?
from a farmer.
Yeah, some people say, try and create a relationship with, a farmer and get the meat straight from them. It's like, mate, try doing that when you're living in the city, mate.
Yeah, there's a lot of egg farms around me, so that's
Yep.
helpful for us. But
Okay. Yep.
um, like I try to go to the good butchers for my
Mm,
steaks because it's kind of field
mm,
to fork a bit more
mm,
without the supermarkets interfering and
mm.
preserving and all that sort of jazz.
Yeah.
So I'm lucky there's a couple around. There's a couple around me, which is helpful.
Mm.
What have we got?
Yeah, I love whenever I go on drives in the country, which I love doing. You see the signs outside a farm selling, strawberries, selling eggs or
Mm.
whatever. We always make a point of stopping it, because it's the good stuff, mate.
Yeah, if you can pick it off the thing yourself, like I said, Red
Mm,
Hill Strawberry Farm,
mm,
and there used to be one in Hillsville as you entered off Maroondah Highway on the corner there.
mm, mm,
I forgot the other name of the other road. So
mm,
I would when I'd visit my dad, I'd stop there, go get some
mm,
strawberries. If they weren't allowing you to pick that day, you could go into their barn and pick a fresh punnet, and that's
mm,
gone now. I used to
mm,
love those sort of things.
mm. That's the way to go, Jimmy. He used to have a hobby farm and with his own lambs, and he used to kill and eat his own lambs. Old school. Grass fed's the way to go too, mate, with the meats. Thanks, Chrissy. Um,
Mm.
we've got a spike of people. There's over 30 people listening at the moment. So the food talk is obviously, people have been calling out to their neighbours and saying, "Oh, listen to Mick and Benny talking about food." But
Yeah. So,
as
yeah, like I
Sully kicks
said,
a goal, you got,
Petrarca's
you
either going to join us or send his troopers up. That's my territory, mate. You can't cross footy and food over. That's my racket.
got. Can someone tell me in the chat what happened with Argentina? I'm assuming they beat Cape Verde, whatever you say it. I wasn't. Someone will let us know. Um, this whole thing about the future and lab-grown meats just fucking totally disgusts me, man.
Yeah, I don't like this eating crickets and all this sort of crap that these
Yeah,
weirdos bring up out there. I'm not signing up for that. I'm fighting hard against that nonsense.
eat your bugs and be happier.
Oh, get stuffed, Wef.
I know, I know, I know. Mate, soon you'll have celebrities spruiking it as well. Oh, it tastes great. As
Oh,
they
get
do.
out of here.
They won 3-2. Thank you, typical Spike. Printable and Will misses there, but he's had a lot of the ball in this last quarter, as has Will Hayes. So I don't know if it is Brisbane just putting the cue in the rack, but we've done well to peg it back to 21 points down. We're down by like 50, over 50 at one stage.
And just look at it, 18 behinds, mate. It's not like we
Yeah,
haven't had the opportunity. And it
yeah,
doesn't count at the end of the day, but
mm,
it's just something they need to, it's one less
mm,
thing they need to align, right? If
yeah.
the opportunity's there, it's you're still
Mm,
lost, too bad, but it's
mm.
one less thing you have to worry about is at least supply.
How do you have your eggs, Benny?
I either scramble them or fry them. I wish I
Okay.
liked poached eggs, but I don't like the texture. My mum loves them.
Yeah, yeah,
Um, so yeah, I go scrambled or fried. Again,
yeah.
coconut oil. And what I do, I cook because I normally do bacon and eggs. I do the
Mm,
bacon and then cook the eggs in that, and you get that flavor
yeah,
kick through it, and it's just delicious.
yeah.
Yeah, eggs Benny. Ironically, I hate
Eggs
eggs Benedict.
Benny's. Come on,
I
mate.
wish
It's named
that'd be
after you,
perfect, wouldn't it? I know it'd be perfect. I'm such a spoil sport, party
mate. Yeah.
pooper.
It's probably the hollandaise sauce, mate. It's not keto.
Yeah, well, I don't like the taste of it anyway. I think
Yeah.
salt and pepper, mate.
Mm. Are you a salt and pepper on everything guy?
Not ridiculously, but
Mm,
meat and that, yeah.
mm,
Like I don't soak it either. It's just a little bit.
mm.
Yeah, yeah. I definitely don't overcook my fried eggs. I like a runny yolk.
Yeah. I like them anyway, man. Like I've always got um, hard boiled eggs there, so I can have them whenever. But if I was
Yeah.
to make a choice, it'd probably be um, scrambled in a wrap with some bacon. Yeah, it can't beat it.
Have you ever done raw eggs? I've done it once, just as a
No,
laugh,
no.
be a bit of a rocky, just to say
Yeah,
I've tried the rocky, but no,
yeah.
it doesn't do it for me, mate. I had to swallow them whole, and I was like, oh, this feels gross. And honestly, it's
Um,
silly.
the closest thing to raw eggs would be if I'm making up some kind of like a protein shake, and
Yeah.
I'll crack a couple of eggs in there. But it gets mixed in the mixer. Is that a good idea,
Saw
or is that not recommended? Like cracking a
a,
couple of eggs in a protein shake just to get the extra protein.
people do it. people do it. I don't. I just use whey
Yeah,
protein, so it saves me the
yeah,
drama of having to think about it. But there was
yeah,
a recipe for protein custard I saw recently. I
yeah.
forget it. I think I wrote it down actually, and it was to
Mm,
do with making scrambled or boiled eggs and
mm,
then blending it up in a blender with something and
mm.
letting it set in the fridge, and it became like a custard.
Yeah,
Now it's obviously not custard, but it's as close as you can get to it. Now, what
yeah.
did I do? Maybe it was a screenshot that I took,
Mm,
and I thought I have got to try this at some point.
yeah.
Where are we? Yeah, find it another time. But yeah, I've been meaning to try that too. Quite often, you try and simulate other meals, and they just turn
Yeah,
out tasting gross.
yeah.
But this one was apparently nice.
Mm.
Cottage cheese and flaxseed oil, 2 to 1. Yep. Okay, I'll
Flaxseed
give it a
oil.
crack, Paulie. I'm just going to take a screenshot of that.
You know how they say stay away from seed oils. So flaxseed oil doesn't fall in that category, Paul. Um, yeah. What?
Yeah, Stefano. Sometimes I go increased coconut oil to get my calories up for the day because I'm not hungry or I'm busy. I'm like, oh, I'll just add a bit of extra coconut oil into it, and my eggs soak it up, and that's how I get my calories up sometimes.
Mm. There you go. Cochrane's got a kick.
Oh, Age, you off to Red Hill? Awesome,
Yeah.
mate. Absolutely
All right.
awesome.
Mm.
Sunny Ridge, yeah, I think that's what it's called, Sunny Ridge Strawberry Farm.
So Red Hill is on the Mornington Peninsula. Is that the back beach area?
Yeah, out the back
Yeah.
way. Yeah,
Yep. All right. Come on, Pod.
I can't remember the beach near there. I used to go to um, oh crikey, Pod. Hurt yourself.
Okay, so flaxseed oil is all omega-3. Okay, so it's just a bit misleading. It's not a seed oil. Okay, no worries.
I've forgotten the name of the American barbecue place that's in Red Hill. It's Red
Mm,
Gum. Red Gum. They're
yeah.
really good. You go there, you go to the strawberry farm, then you go to the beach, and that's your day sorted, mate. Easy.
Mm. Okay, see if you can find Harold Holt, Adrian. Trivia question for the people in the chat. Harold Holt. Who the hell is that, and why did I
Was he a,
mention him?
was he a prime minister or?
He was a prime minister that went for a
Yeah,
swim, all right, in Portsea Back Beach in the 60s, okay,
yeah.
and disappeared.
Uh-huh.
Disappeared. Never seen, never to be seen again. Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah, that's where I remember the name from. Right.
yeah, yeah.
Full time.
Full time. Yep, we lost by what's that? Is that 29 points? Yeah, what can you say? They smashed us. We came back in that last. I'll get the stats up there. Lockie Sullivan, 32 posies, but I wouldn't say he was like set the house on fire or banging the door down. Jacob Ryan, regulation, 28 posies. Ball was in the back line for a long time. Uh, Ty and Printable, 23 posies. Stacked up the posies in that last quarter, in that mini comeback. Di Mattia, 19. That's all we can say. We only kicked fucking 8 goals. 8 goals for the game. We probably kicked about 4 goals in that last.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's a
We
lot
won the
of.
hit outs, we won the clearances, we lost the marks by double. We had 70 marks to 130 basically.
Yeah,
And in the end of the day, that 19 behinds just kills you.
yeah, yeah. And yeah, what can you say? Westy was quiet. Pod was quiet. Just wasn't our day. We got absolutely belted. I think yeah, we tried.
Mm.
We missed a lot of fucking shots. A lot of shots were just didn't make the distance, or Saxena. What do you get? Four behind. Is it four behinds? Yeah, there you go. Saxena was lively, looked good, but just couldn't. Very fumbly, but was always thereabouts. 6 marks to Noah Howe's, and now Noah Howe's took a lot of intercept marks. The ball was going down there a lot. But he looks good, Noah House. Another preseason under his belt, could be fighting for a spot in the ones, I reckon. Joel Cochran was a bit quiet. Ilaru Smith came off, I think, just before half time, concussion protocols. And that's about it. I can't really, no one else really to write home about. That's about it. Ultimate greatness, if you're listening, Benny Zero had to step in for you, and
Didn't do
uh,
much.
he did a splendid job.
I'm
I
talking about everything but
I
VFL.
I utilised his presence on the show to pick his brain with all sorts of nutritional information, and I've learnt a lot. The chat's learnt a lot. It's been this symbiosis with the chat where we've just um, brainstormed and talked about nutrition most of the time because the pies were absolutely getting belted. Um,
Shawnee picked the best day to have a morning off because
yeah,
his replacement didn't talk
mm,
about VFL for Sweet
mm,
F all of that time. Didn't show any promise. No,
yeah,
bugger all special comments. Sean's
yeah,
rubbing his hands together, going, "Oh, Benny, you saved my job today, mate. Thank you very
yeah,
much." And now,
yeah,
now I'm even for all the times he's helped me
yeah.
remember players' names and
Mm.
obscure VFL stats. So I've squared up with you there, mate.
And Cass is summoning you for a VFL review.
Oh, is he?
So you are in the chat. You are summoned by Cass to provide a VFL review. But
Oh, there we
we
go.
weren't watching much. Um,
Tell you what, he probably saw more than me. I was distracted trying to rack my brain about bloody
mm,
creatine and foods and things, and picking up advice of lovely recipes from other people.
yeah, yeah.
That's all right, Cass.
Uh,
If you want me on, I'll come have a chat with you.
mm. Look, I'm going to finish up. Chris was asking, are you going to get people on? Look, I'm just going to ramble on probably for, 5 more minutes, guys, and I'll finish it off because I just want to have some personal time. I've got to take my mum to the shops soon. And yeah, one thing I want to ask in relation to what we were talking about earlier, Benny, what's your choice of protein shake? Do you use like that 100% whey protein or something like that?
Mate, I'm honestly not fussed. I go to the supermarket and get
Yep.
Musashi.
Okay.
It's called
All right.
high protein or something like that. I've used
Mm,
bulk nutrients. I've used
mm,
oh gosh, there's this other one. It was really cheap, and you just got it by the crap load. Then my missus has
yeah.
some. I sometimes pinch whatever is around. I'll use because I really don't care
Just not
all
the
that much.
plant-based one, huh? That's got to be
Nah, nah,
shit.
none of
Yeah.
that crap. I'm not
Yeah.
tasting any of the
Pea,
pea proteins.
fucking
I've
from the
tried it. Like,
peas.
oh mate, grind up some sandpaper, rip it up, and put it in, blend it, and it tastes like that. I think so. Nah,
Yeah.
that's out.
Yeah.
All the best to those who take it, and more power
Yeah.
to you. I can't.
Mm, mm.
Yeah, no, that's out of my wheelhouse. All that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It isn't.
but yeah,
It,
ladies and
yeah.
gents, like nutrition can be medicine or it can kill you. So make the
Mm,
right choices most of the
mm.
time. As Mick lights up a smoke.
Yeah. Mate, it is an absolute fucking gorgeous day out there, man. I can't wait to get out and get some vitamin D on my face, man. Who gets the best broccolini on the ground today?
So
Uh,
Ben's broccolini champion. Is that what it is
yeah,
today?
yeah, the BBC.
Oh, mate, hard to. Geez, just on accumulation alone, maybe Ryan.
Mm,
But what he did with it wasn't amaze balls.
mm,
Saxena was hot, like Nick said. He was everywhere. I didn't get to call Delicious because he didn't kick a goal. That's a shame. Yeah, expected more out of a few blokes, but ended up where it ended up, didn't it?
Yeah. Good day, Warble. Yeah.
Hey, Matty, still on the birthday bender?
Yeah. Yeah, happy birthday, Matt. Yeah, you would have had a fantastic. Bangkok is the place to have a birthday. Matthew, the Warble, at 2:45 this afternoon, will be beginning. Will be doing his show first to the ruck, starting at 2:45, all the way up to the first ruck, and most likely will be staying on throughout the game, so you can jump on and vent away. Still 30 of yous in, so happy to keep rambling on for another 10 minutes or so. Ask us in the chat if you want to ask us any questions, and we'll just ramble on for a bit more. What else can I say? I've probably got everyone's. Maddie's got his link for his stream. I'll put it up there. It's in the chat now. Thank you, Chris. Yes, if you're new to to Magpie Army Chronicles, please like and subscribe. It's been pretty overwhelming, the growth of the channel. Currently on 335. Well, I can't believe that, to be honest. Like, it seems like 2 weeks ago I was in the 90s. Yeah. In the vault, I've got everyone's predictions from the pre-show, but if anyone wants to put anything else in the vault, let me know. Matt had a great birthday, it seems. Yeah. Anything to add, Benny?
No.
No.
It's a shame we couldn't get the win because we had plenty of opportunity, mate. That's a shame. Yeah, I will say that we did have a few names out playing in the seniors or waiting to play in the seniors. Shame Westy couldn't have stamped his authority a bit more.
Yeah.
Pod as well. Dimatina as well. Yeah, I guess maybe Ryan's the only one who may have slightly improved his standing, but I still just don't think anyone else is doing bad enough for him to break in.
Yeah.
Would be my initial thoughts, at least not to change the coach's mind, right?
Yeah. Anyway, guys,
I have to watch the whole game again.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, I'd love to keep going on, but I've got things to do. I've got to take my mum to the shops, and if I'm not there soon, she's going to absolutely smack me over the head with a wooden spoon, old school Greek style. So I'd love to stick around. Yeah, I just want to say thank you to Benny Zero for coming on and helping me out, because Ultimate Greatness is still out cold in his bed. He was supposed to help me out, but I'll forgive him because he's a good mate. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Steph. Thank you, Mello. Thank you, Chrissy Talbot. Thank you, everyone, Voidoid. Thank you, Lee. I'll see you after the game, win, lose or draw, after Anthony's finished, and we'll get everyone on, and we'll talk about the game. Once again, thanks, Benny. I'm going to end it now, and go the Pies. Let's fucking smash these Suns tonight. We need to just want to see a turning point. Fucking hell. Yeah. Wouldn't you just love a resounding, comfortable fucking, 5-goal plus win? It's not going to happen.
Undisputed.
Yeah.
That's what we want today.
Yeah. Thank you, typical Spike. All right, guys, I'm going to end it now. Thank you very much. Thanks, Benny. I'll catch you later, buddy.
Ciao, mate. Thank you.
No worries. See you guys. Bye bye.